You're gonna break my heart. You're gonna tear it apart. No matter what you do, I'll still be there for you.
My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? Just leave me alone. Hey, hey. My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? I can't escape the way you made me feel. You made me feel. Hey. My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? I can't escape the way you made me feel. You made me feel so I'm trapped out. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'ma fall in the back of my coupe. Shout out to my brother in that coat. Ayy, ayy. I got 2 damn phones. Call me Kevin Gates. Get these bands, lock them up, put them in a race. Don't need no safe. We get all our feelings change. Don't feel the same. No, I don't wanna feel this way. I can't escape, you know, no. My heart is racing, no, no. You took my place and I can't take it back, no, take it back. My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? I can't escape the way you made me feel. You made me feel, ayy. My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? I can't escape the way you made me feel. You made me feel, ayy. Yeah. What? Ay, feeling like I'm top 5. Top. Ay, yeah. Look, I know I'm top 5. This gon' make the block ride. Caught them on the back street. Gotta tell them bye-bye. They don't want no beef. No, this isn't Five Guys. Yeah, I'm coming for the chicken. I ain't talking Popeyes. White girls, black girls. We don't do apartheid. I was working part-time. Tell them part of my grind. Just a light-skinned boy coming from the dark side. Always talking that real. Go and check the archives. Ay, get it how you live it. And why on the fitted, you be telling them who did it. I be going crazy with it, I should be committed. I know that they jocking me, they never gonna admit it. I'm fired up, no it's not tied up, we winning. I got more bars than a life sentence. Y'all got bars with the ones you not penning.
I'm the storm that beats the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to RSC EU. After our little mini Christmas break, we're back and ready to get back into the league play action. Week 4, and first up, we have got a Master Tier game between Gladiators and Riaz Legion. I'm Tom Dillon, and a new face joins us on the broadcast for this evening. Timo, welcome along.
Yeah, thanks for the welcome, Tom. And yeah, welcome to RSC in the Master Tier. We are going to see Gladiators versus Riaz Legion. And I'm curious how this will end up.
Here is the running order for this evening then. Gladiators versus Rias Legion first up. Then in an hour's time we go to Mischief versus Apprentices, and then Mystic versus Resolve rounding out the evening. So jumping around the tiers this evening, and well, this particular game should probably be the pick of the bunch. It's 7th and 6th in this tier. Both teams vying for that magical top 6 spot, and well, both of them are capable of doing it this evening.
They are truly capable of doing that. So if we look at the standings currently, Phoenix is dominating with 19 wins. And if we look at the standings, it's not really that big of a difference between the teams. Right, Tom?
No, it's not. 11 wins for Gladiators, 12 wins for Rias Legion. Of course, they'll be keeping an eye on that top 6 where you get into those play-ins and the next stage of the competition. A win tonight for Gladiators will take all of that pressure off, though Rias, of course, with a game in hand, a potential that they could actually get into 4th position at most. Both of these teams having that potential. Here is their individual records. You can see that both teams roughly the same so far this season. Similar shooting percentage, well, 34 versus 26. And well, any statistic that particularly sticks out to you, Timo?
Well, if you look at the stats, you look at Gladiators is far more shooting team, but it is it's a deal breaker match because they are 6th and 7th. Like, there's a lot of action waiting on us tonight. If we also see that the wins are not very different with each other. They're 11 to 12. But I see that Gladiators have lost some more points than Rias Legion did. So, yeah, we will see how it turns out tonight.
Any player statistics then for both of the teams. Now, sticking out to me are a couple of things. First of all, the top players on either side clearly being Skies for Gladiators. 29 goals, 17 assists and 33 saves. Rias Legion leading the way is Charm, really, with 28 goals, 16 assists and 23 saves. However, there is going to be 2 debutants potentially this evening. Ember and Aya have made their way over into this roster. Whether both of them will be starting tonight is something that we don't know at this stage, but we'll wait and see what happens there. But well, 2 new people in the roster coming out of the winter break. Ember and Aya have played with each other before. They actually won the Elite tier a couple of seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. Producer told me that, so you can blame him if that's incorrect. But well, that could be a spanner in the works.
Indeed. Like, if we look at the players in the lobby, Ember is currently playing, so I hope we will see a lot of action coming out from Ember. I know the name also, but I'm not really familiar with RC yet, especially not in the Master tier. But we will get a lot of action tonight, Tom, don't we?
Absolutely, and a cast of predictions. This is a debut feature for us on RSC EU. Look at this fancy graphic. I'm excited to show everyone this one. They've been working away at that over the winter break. Now I'm going here, Timo, Rias to win this one 3-1. I think they've got everything about it. You've gone exactly the other way to me, though.
Yes, I'm indeed going the other way. I'm just going full Gladiators on this one because our mate Friday is on there and I just want to see Gladiators win tonight.
And hearing, actually, according to Arch, that they didn't win it, I think. They got to the final, but they did lose that one. So there we go. But either way, 2 players who are definitely going to be exciting to watch in this game. And, well, I think we're ready to tell the players to join up into the lobby. This should be a cracker of a game.
Indeed. We are going to Manfield night tonight, and we will have a lot of action tonight. We will see 2 teams facing off each other. They are 6th and 7th. Let's go right into the game. We're starting with the kickoff. Kickoff goes in favor of Case. He goes for a nice block on the goal.
He does. It doesn't quite come off though. It's Gladiators in the blue, Rias Legion in the red this evening. Skies looks to work one out of the corner. Can't find anything. Ember now has an attack downfield. Down this right hand side, it's going to be Bossa who gets it clear. Here's Ty looking to go forward for Gladiators. Ember into the centre, won't be able to get to this one. Two men sweep its way into the centre though from Masuto, can't get anything onto it and it goes wayward. Nervy start in this game then.
The pressure is really coming out from Riyadh's Legion. They are putting all the effort on the offense, but Gladiators won't stop till they get their first goal. Who will get the first goal of the night? Skays gets a shot on target. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect really well. It looks that both teams are really going for the control. Skays going for another middle pass. No teammate to follow it up, unfortunately.
Charm can't quite do anything with this. Ember neither in the centre. Mizuto, this goes over the top of his head. Ty with a double tap is going to get the goal to open up this second half of the season after the winter break. It's Gladiators 1, Rias 0, and that's a very tidy goal to open up the score.
That's a really good goal indeed. A good beat from Skays coming out to Ty, and to make Ty that opening goal is really important for your starting game. It can make everything different in this series. It's already starting to look that Gladiators are putting up a lot of pressure tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, they are, and been a flying start so far in the first of the 4 games. Ty off of the backboard looks to find a teammate, finds Bossa, who off the backboard once more into Skies. Skies can't find the net quite to open his accounts after the winter break. Now it's going to be a chase for Charm. It gets demoed. Bossa allowing to re-spark this attack, but Mizuto will bring it downfield, and Ty has to recollect on his own back line. Mizuto will put pressure on though and try and win it back in the final third. He does do so. It pops up nicely in the centre. It's going to be Ty who gets the save away. Ember with his first shot in his new team won't quite be able to turn it home, however, and it's still 1-0 to the Gladiators. About 3 minutes to go in this first game. Then Ty gets demoed, and that might just open up a little bit of space for the attack. Ember chases it down and it goes back downfield. Charm has to bring it away. Ember maybe with a redirect. It's just going to fall a little bit short for them, and they still pressing though they may be. Rias can't quite find the way through. Maybe they can. There we go.
The first
and that
goal
is going to be
comes out.
Mizuto with the commentator's curse is going to find a way through. A lovely solo goal, really. Gets the beating of Skies, who backflips into that one.
That curse always exists, right, Tom? Like, if you say something, you jinxed it, and it is 1-1 in a split second. That is what Rocket League is all about, guys. Like, you can't make any mistakes in this tier. If you make a mistake, expect the other team to make advantage of it. And
Absolutely.
we as Legion... Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say I do it on purpose now, the curses.
No worries. We as Legion... Like, also Gladiators putting up a lot of pressure, boost-starving the other team. But still, Gladiators keeping it in their half. We as Legion is struggling on their defense currently. But will they make the second goal of this series and get their upper hand back?
That's what they'll be hoping for. Skies goes down the left-hand side and backflipping into it is Bossa. Lucky that Ty is on the goal line to get it clear. Bossa eventually bringing it clear. Now Ember maybe with a double touch won't find his first goal in the new team, and it goes away down to the left-hand side for Skies to give chase. He looks to go in the air, 50-50 with Masuto, just about wins it. Bossa goes up for it, can't really turn it goalwards, and out of boost has to get it cleared away. Now a chase into the centre. Mizuto tries to bring it clear. The goal scorer Skies is going to get demoed. It's falling favourably for Bossa. Turns it in as well. There was a man getting back to try and get it clear off of the line. It's Ty with the assist credit. The demo was not quite enough. Ember couldn't get enough onto it, and that man was just a little bit too far back.
Like I said, Tom, like we as Legion is looking to struggle a little bit on defense. Like even that 50 in front of the net, like Gladiators waited a lot of time there and made the perfect 50 to make that goal work. They are now in the lead with 2-1, and with 1 minute to go, we can go either way. Like, it's very an exciting match, right, Tom?
Very exciting so far. A minute to go though, and it is the lead with Gladiators at the moment. Though slender it may be, looking to take this first game and avoid an overtime at all costs. Bossa is going to run some clock and send it into the top left-hand corner. Ember is up. Ember takes a shot and against the goal. to put the game back onto level terms. Embers look like he's been pressing this game to finally find that one. It's through a lovely redirect that gets the beating of Skies. It took a touch on the way through, but Ember is not going to turn that one down. And what a way to open up your account with your new team.
Really great, really great. Like, you're getting all the goals, Tom. You're getting all the goals today.
I know.
Let's see, like, really good pass coming out from Charm right there on Ember. Ember with the redirect. Skaze couldn't, unfortunately, make the save right there. Ty controlling it right now to get it to the other side. But Rios Legion is none of their business. They will open it now. And open the net. Ooh, that was a close one. Ember could have followed it up. Still, Skaze going...
I apologise. Sorry. Carry on. Hopefully you get a goal now.
No
10 seconds to
worries.
go.
Ty keeps going on for the pressure. And it looks like that the Gladiators are not done with this yet. We are 2 seconds. Are we going? We are going to overtime.
We are going to an overtime and it gets kicked off 2-2 in regulation time. Bossa is going to be able to win this kickoff, takes it forward with an air dribble over the top of Rizzuto, gets the beating of him. Skies now into the centre. Charm will bring it away, and the first attack of the overtime isn't quite going to turn into anything. Rizzuto with a shot, and it's going to go in off Charm. It's a 14-second overtime. It was a blistering counter-attack all the way through the air. He goes. Rizzuto joined him and Charm was there to pre-jump off of Ty and put it into the roof of the net. 3-2 to Rios Legion. They had to come back in that game, but this, I think the point here, Timo, this is a special matchup.
This is indeed a very special matchup. Like, Rios Legion came out of nowhere. They were struggling on defense in the first half of the game. Like, Gladiators made their point on being the offensive team. But then, suddenly, Rios Legion found out or changed their game plan and made it work for them. Like, even Charm on the follow-up, knowing that Ty would hit it to the right side and made a goal out of it in 12 seconds of overtime.
Well, both have predictions still possible, so that's a positive. I'll take that as a win, but Bossa has just left the game at the moment, so wait and see whether that is a substitution ahead of Game 2 for Gladiators. But I think main point there is man of the match in the end, actually, for Rios Legion, gets the MVP award. Ember, debut in the series, and well, he's able to get a goal and 3 saves to open up his account, and he definitely looks like he's gelling in his new team so far.
Indeed, indeed. We are now going to... My controller just stopped working. We are now going in our second game. It's 1-0 for Rios Legion. Let's see if our predictions will keep up. Who will get the prediction right, Tom? I don't know yet, because they are really matched up against each other. Like, they are playing at their best level as they could. And this is Rocket League, and this is where we're all about.
Chop is going to try and get a shot off early on. Well, it's more of a pass to Ember. Ember without any boost, not able to do anything. Boss is going to beat a man in the air, but Charm is there to send it back downfield. Ty has to get back to this one, and just about able to do so. Skies has a lot of work to do on the goal line and gets the save credit as well. Into the centre he goes. Very fiery start to this second game. Gladiators haven't in fact made a substitution. Bossa is still on the field. Charm going forward off of the backboard into a teammate. Ember going to get a shot off Skies with a huge save, and it is a wonderful save to keep his team alive in this game. And Bossa Lassa has to, after a demo, has to rotate back and get that one cleared in due course. That was awesome.
That was a really good save coming out from Skaze, and like, he has been all over the field on defense, like all game. Also last game, Skaze made a lot of saves. Like, he is really a player to watch on defense from the Gladiators. And we keep on going. Rios Legion is looking strong in the offense, and maybe they will ignite the spark and look for the first goal opportunity today. Charm with the follow-up, and will it make Rios Legion the one that will make the first goal? But Gladiators won't back down, and they will keep their offense as strong as possible.
Definitely attacking at the moment. Off of the rear wall it goes. Bossa with the shot. It's going to go off of the backboard and off the crossbar as well, and Mizuto is able to get it clear. He chases down his own ball. There's a bump on Charm that's going to just sort of stop that as an attacking option. Bossa will eventually get it clear. Ty has to go off the backboard. Ember's up to keep this attack alive, keep it in opposition third. Charm with the shot, and Charm just about with the goal. It was almost good enough on the line from, I think it was Ty, it was Bossa, actually almost good enough, not quite. He gets bumped by his own teammates, and it's, I dare say, a defensive mistake that gives Charm the first goal of the game. 1-0 Rias Legion.
What a fake right there from Ember. Like, he faked the double so Charm could finish that goal off. And indeed, Gladiators made a little mistake on defense, and you see how punishing it is in this game. And we keep on watching that Rias Legion keep their offense on a good point today. Like, Skaze is doing a lot of work, bumping all around the field, looking to make Rias Legion uncomfortable in their field. But it is not over yet. We still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of Rocket League, and it's still 1-0. So Gladiators should not give the hope up and just keep it on going. In front of the net now, in the box. Ooh, John fakes it out. Will Ember continue this? Oh, that's a nice clear coming out from Ember. It looks like the Gladiators are kind of struggling to find each other today, as where Rias Legion already made a lot of passing plays today, and they are looking really controlled in this entire series.
Absolutely, there's a demo on Skies further back. Ty's going to have to go all alone if he wants to get the goal to level the game. He won't be able to do so in the end, and they'll recollect in their own corner. Will Rias Legion to try and bring it forward? Charm is the one leading the attack. Can't quite bring it forward properly. Bossa last goes up to stop the ball that goes downfield, and now Skies will chase it down. Mizuto with a booming drive off of the corner potentially. Ember's in the centre. Ember gets almost a goal. It bounces out. And he's not quite able to turn it over for what would have been the dream debut. 2 goals in 2 games. It just bounces ever so slightly out of him. And now Mizuto's cross-field pass into the box is not quite going to come to fruition. Can they get a goal back? Gladiators off of the crossbar. It goes, and no one wants to score.
What a close call there from Ty. He had the double right there. He had enough boost to finish it up. Unfortunately, it did not connect. Gladiators is stepping up their game right now and looking to get that equalizer for them. Also in the defense, Charm almost hits the shot right there. So close coming out from Charm. Ty going up the ceiling. Skaze following it up. It looks like the Gladiators. Oh, Bosslas is going up for the flip reset. Ooh, that was a close call. Good save coming out from Charm right there.
Charm will chase it down, and Skies is just able to get it clear off of the line. Still a 1-0 lead to Rias Legion and 35 seconds to go. Gladiators need to find something quickly here, otherwise they're going to find themselves 2 goals, 2 games down in this series, and all of a sudden that would put those chances to going into 4th position. Well, 4th position's already over. Going into the play-ins, definitely out of their reach for the time being. So plenty of time to go in the season, of course. Skies will chase this one down. He looks to go central. Ty is there and up for it. Won't quite find it now. Back downfield they go. Can they put the game to bed? Bossa is going to be able to keep it alive. However, with 5 seconds to go, they need to find a buzzer beater almost certainly now. Back downfield, it's going to run out the clock, and Mizuto gets demo. Can they get it onto the floor? They can't quite yet. Skies will keep the attack alive. Bossa Lassa now down the left-hand side. Final attack of the game. Ty goes up for it. Ty still going here. Skies are trying to beat the clock. Won't do it, and Rias Legion get the game, and that was a defensive performance and a half. 1-0. A clean sheet in Rocket League is not easy.
Oh, that was an exciting match to watch, because Skaze had a wonderful chance on the last, and Rias Legion made a good save right there. Otherwise, the equalizer would have been there. Like, it looks like Gladiators aren't really matching up with each other, like I said in the game. And like Rias Legion is playing more like a passive sort of role, where they control the ball way more. What do you think about this series so far, Tom?
Well, I think it's definitely really exciting. Of course, one of the 2 new signings for this Rias Legion side, Ember, he got the lowest amount of points in that game, but not through lack of trying. Could have had a goal very easily. He's playing very, very well indeed. Charm put in a good performance that game. So they're showing that with a couple of reinforcements over the course of the Christmas break, they're trying to put in a sort of build on a run of form, trying to build that run of form as we head into the latter stages. They have only won 2 of their last 5 RS Legion, so definitely a chance now to build some form and take this forward, I think.
Indeed, indeed. 2-0 for RS Legion right now. It's looking really in favor for RS. Like, I'm sad that the Gladiators didn't get a point because my prediction is out of the window right now. But let's see if they can get it back to 2-2. What an exciting game to watch. What an exciting series. And I can't wait for more Rocket League action. Let's go.
I definitely can't wait. Mizuto looking to get an early goal in this 3rd game would surely wrap up the series. I think an early goal here, it will just take that wind out of the sails of Gladiators. Ember looks to chase this one down into the corner, runs out of boosts to go back. Mizuto gets demoed as well. Now Bossalasa going forward into centre field. Charms will bring it away. It's only for Skies on the left-hand side though to try and go forward. It pops up rather favourably. Ty can't chase it down and Charm goes back downfield. Bossalasa on centre field once more. Still going here, looking for a flip and a flick through into the net. But Charm will get the save away. They're definitely looking like a different side here. Gladiators only 2 shots in the previous game. Already registering 1 hit with only a minute on the clock.
That's really good coming out from Gladiators. They are looking to put up the pressure on RS Legion, and look how that works out for them. Also, you look for passes. They're connecting way more. Bossalasa coming out from a shot. Oh, it hits crossbar. Almost RS Legion had to save, but Bossalasa makes the first goal in this series. Like, they are already outperforming the last 2 games. What a shot was that.
My 3-1 looking very good. I have to tell you, Timo, as we get back underway, I still have this as a RS Legion win. I really do. I think they've shown the better performances over the course of these 3 games. But Gladiators could find something here and maybe even salvage a draw. Charm going forward though and calls in chat that he's the best master player easily, according to one guy. And, well, maybe he is. I'm not too sure, but didn't quite get that one in. Skies will get that one in though, and it's 2-0 to Gladiators.
Well, the commentator curse is real, but Skays indeed makes the goal. Ty makes a good redirect on that ball on the backboard, and Skays could easily follow that up and put it down onto Charm. We are going for the next kickoff. It's 2-0 and 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Will the RS Legion come back this evening? What do you think, Tom?
Well, maybe, just maybe. I don't think in this game. I think it definitely will fall to Gladiators now. But perhaps in that 4th game they'll get that momentum back. RS Legion going forward now, looking to save this game somewhat. Mizuto with a shot. It's saved by Bossalasa off of the line, and this is turning into a pretty good Gladiators performance in this individual game. Skies going forward, breaking with pace into the centre. Ty will have to backflip if he wants to get the shot away on that occasion. Won't find it into the centre. Charm brings it away. And now into the centre it goes from Mizuto. Mizuto gets the shot away and won't be able to find it.
Also, Gladiators looking really good right now, opening the pressure really well against RS Legion. Like, they are putting way more balls onto the net. I love the world balls. It's Rocket League, right? And we look at the Gladiators. They're keeping the pressure on their half. RS Legion is looking like really solid on defense, by the way, because they are making a lot of touches as well. But also, Gladiators have way more opportunities to finish off. Like, even this. Oh, that was a close shot on the crossbar coming out from Ty. What a great pass out there from Bossalasa. And it's in the box again. It's going in from Ty. What a follow-up. He was like predicting that Ember would miss the ball, and Ty was there to finish it off. It's 3-0 for the Gladiators.
3-0 indeed, and well, there you go. They've come back in this game and they're able to put in what you call a 5-star performance in this 3rd game. It's a shame it's taken this long for them to really get into the series. They're definitely able to salvage a draw here. I still stand by my 3-1 prediction. Sky's going to go to Bossalasa in the corner. He tries to bring it away. Ember is up for this one. He runs out of boost though and can't really do anything with the ball. He had to get to it to stop them going back downfield, but couldn't do anything with it. Now he's prowling, trying to get this one turned in off of the backboard. Won't be able to find it on this occasion. It pops up maybe favourably for someone. Ty will be able to bring it away with a minute and 22 seconds to go. They couldn't add a fourth, could they? Skies are going to go for a double touch in an impossible angle, and Ty will have to recollect. Ember can't quite get round to this one. First real mistake he's made this evening. Out to Charm. No doing in it though, just yet. Charm going forward, looking to find a goal that may just see this last minute get interesting. Into Mizuto, and he's not going to miss that one. And with a rather extravagant goal explosion as well. 3-1, maybe a way back into this one.
Indeed, maybe a way back into this one. It's 1 minute and 4 seconds on the clock. Like, it's really good looking for RS Legion to make a comeback right here. Like, it's good that your prediction still stands, Tom. It's really great to hear that you have so much faith in Riot, but I think my Gladiators will fight back into the ring, as the Spartans used to say. Bosselasse taking the 50 up. Oh, double commit coming out from, and it goes in from Ty. What an angle. What a goal coming out there from the Gladiators. It was a double commit at first, but Ty recovered and made a touch and made it awkward for the Riot Legion defense right there. 4-1 for the Gladiators with 15 seconds on the clock.
Well, he's definitely an expressive player, is Ty. 2 goals that have been rather nice looking and aesthetic in this series so far. Charm's going to go forward to try and make it 4-2. He will not make it 4-2. Ember will, though, with a tap in at the back post. So with 42 seconds to go, they may just start to see themselves get back into this game after being taken out of it for a second time. Maybe just a little bit of luck that they needed. This game has opened up and now it's turning into a flurry of goals, but maybe Gladiators holding firm it.
Indeed, it's 4-2 right now. It's like a shower of goals right now. It's going back and forth. Like, Gladiators is going goal, Riot Legion is coming back with a goal. We have 30 seconds on the clock. It could go either way because it's Rocket League and coming of the goal. Ty makes it 5-2 again, coming from a pass from his case. Really great work coming from there, from the Gladiators.
His 3rd goal of the game, hat-trick for Ty, the hat-trick hero for the Gladiators, looking to save the series. Skazer having the most points out of the 3 of them, so definitely an impressive performance from him to only have 1 goal and the top points. Definitely the most valuable player so far in this game. A demo on the line of Charm from Bosselasse may just allow this attack to start to form. Skazer collects it in the corner, try and go over Charm. Charm is going to hold firm with 10 seconds to go. It is going to be Gladiators, and there's something rather remarkable happen, who's going to win this particular game. It will set up a rather interesting game 4 to try and save the series. It will definitely drop now. Gladiators are going to win this game 3, and now game 4 will be very interesting.
Indeed, Tom. Like, your prediction is still standing right here. Like, it's 2-1 right now. It's really exciting match to see. Skaze coming out for MVP on this match with 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 saves and 2 shots. He was all over the field on this game. Like, even the double tap that almost connected with the net. It was really exciting to watch this entire game of 7 goals in total. Like, also Ember looking like a really good player on Riot Legion. He has the most point against with 1 goal, 2 saves and 1 shot. Like, it's really looking good that Ember has joined the Riot Legion roster.
Definitely a superstar signing for Riot Legion. I'll stop banging on about him eventually, but the sweep is now off for them, which will be a little bit disappointing. I always feel like when you get towards the end of this this season, you look at the games that you perhaps should have swept, you'd argue, and maybe just that one game that has taken a point away from you. But a win here, definitely a positive for Riot Legion. It would take them, I believe, to 15 points. So they'd be tied with 4th, still have a game in hand as well, well, a series in hand. So as we get into game 4, it should be a very interesting second leg of the season for them.
Indeed, it will be very interesting, because if it ends up 2-2, these teams are still competing with each other. Like, it's getting really close with each other. Skaze already opening with 7 seconds on the clock with an opening goal for the Gladiators. Really good shot coming out into the right corner, and there was no defense there from Riot Legion.
Now, I know mechanical expert when it comes to Rocket League, but cheating that kickoff I know is something that these guys do very often. I only discovered it a couple of days ago, so I'll point it out. They're very influential in the creation of that goal, as Mizuto goes downfield, looks to get back into this game immediately. Skies brings his way, he's woken up in this one, has Skies, and now he's influencing the series drastically, that's for sure. Skies going forward once more off of the left-hand side sidewall, perhaps for Bossalassa. Bossalassa will get demoed on this occasion. Ember will be able to recollect his lines and send it back downfield. Only as far as Ty, but he's on his own in this attack. Bossalassa will get there in the end, but not before Ember can try and bring it away.
Really looking good there from the Gladiators. And also, I get another goal. The equalizer coming out from RS Legion. Charm finishing off that goal perfectly. Coming out from the pass of Misuto. He beat the last defender, and then it's easy. An open net. But don't be mistaken. I have missed a lot of open nets in my Rocket League career. Like, they are the hardest thing to score. Like, if you need a top righty, I hit it. But if I need to hit an open net, I just miss it. Skay's coming out with the pressure again. Looking all over the field again. Ty going for the double tap. He fakes it out so Bossalassa can follow it up. Skay's also going to the left hand side, waiting for someone to follow him up. Bossalassa coming out with a shot. Charm with the save right there. Really looking good defense from RS Legion right there. But Gladiators, they are not giving up at all. They are keeping the pressure really high. And
That
the
means
stakes
Seth
are
Charm looks to
also
go all alone.
really high.
The stakes are high, that's for sure. Skies will bring it downfield, down the right-hand side. Mizuto collects in the corner, falls nicely for Bossalassa, but the challenge is enough from Mizuto to find Ember on the right-hand side, albeit with a deflection. Ty now going forward all alone. Mizuto is equal to it. Skies with the shot, and he's not going to miss that one. Gladiators 2-1 up in the game, and they might have just saved the series.
They maybe indeed have saved the series, like Ty coming out with a air dribble, faking it so the ball goes mid and Skay's can finish it up in the left corner right there. Like, Gladiators is really looking compact. They're playing really close to each other and they are pulling out the speedy plays. Looking really good from Gladiators. But Ryan is not the one team that may be forgotten, because they have proven themselves in the first 2 games that they are not here to lose.
There's now Ty, looks to go forward all alone on this occasion, looks for a lovely flip, won't find it. Skies on the follow-up, looks for a double touch, it's just got a touch on the way through from Mizuto, and it's going to bring it away. Ember now with the shot almost, it won't quite find its way in. Charm puts the follow-up through, and Mizuto with the shot follows it up off of the crossbar. The first shot missed, the second shot that was never going to miss, and it's 2-2 to RS Legion, and this delicately poised series is going to be heading to a grandstand finish.
What a good performance right there on the offense by RS Legion. Like, they connected really well right there with the passing play, and like, they needed to finish it up. That was the only thing needed for that goal. We keep on going with 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. It's 2-2. It can go either way on my behalf. What do you think, Tom?
Well, we'll see if it falls one way. Skies are going to go forward, and it will just be saved by Mizuto. He's managed to rock up with 2 saves so far in this game. This time it's going to be rather awkward in centre field for all of the players involved. Charm will eventually try and get it away. Ty puts a good challenge in. Ty still going here. Skies around centre field won't be able to put this forward, and Mizuto will clip, trying to find something here. Bossalassa going forward through into the midfield he goes. Charm puts a challenge in, won't be able to quite get possession back, and Ty will try and recollect. This time it falls nicely for Ember. Ember with the shot, won't find it, and Skies is there. Charm going back forward though, off of the backboard, needs to find a teammate, won't need a teammate, has himself, but Bossalassa with a save off of the line. 1 minute and 35 seconds to go with Bossalassa's demo. That's going to take the pace out of the attack, and it's still 2-2 heading into the last minute and a half.
I'd just like to mention that Bossalassa's save was a squishy save. What an amazing save coming out from him right there. Like, he saw that the ball was going down from the crossbar, and he just thought, I will make a swish save right there. Now, passing play coming out from Gladiators. That was a goal opportunity. Skays missed, unfortunately, by a hair. But we keep on going. Gladiators keeping the pressure really high right now, keeping the passing plays in cut. He goes for a flip reset. Can he make something out of it? Unfortunately not, as RS Legion defense is looking really strong. Like, Skies, keep on going. Ty, really close, in front of net. What a double tap coming out from Ty right there in the top right corner. What a play coming out right there from the Gladiators.
And that is how you finish off a series, if indeed that is the winning goal. He started this series with a double touch and he's managed to almost draw it with a double touch in the last opportunity. Now Mizuto, though, going forward, can they find an overtime in this game? RSC Legion, it will be difficult for them, and with only one man back, it might just be put to bed here. Skies with the shot. Ember, the debutant, is going to be able to get it clear, only as far as one of the players, though, and this time the shot goes away and is saved by Mizuto. They're keeping themselves alive with 25 seconds to go, and it's all delicately poised once more. Tai in the centre takes the shot. Mizuto with a very strong save with 18 seconds to go. They need to be up the other end. Ember is going to chase this one down, won't be able to find it. Skies puts it back into contention, and now Postalasa with a demo on Ember is going to take the pace out of the attack. 7 seconds to go, and it's in the final third. A chance for Ember. Ember surely is going to take the shot and he'll get the goal with 3 seconds to go in the game. The debutant is going to save a chance at winning the series, and surely we go to overtime.
What am I watching, Tom? What a game, dude. Ember coming out right there in the shot. Like, he proves again that he is a good player for RSC Legion on this entire series. Are we going into overtime, or are we going to witness? We are going in overtime. I got the commentator's curse as well, Tom. What do you think? Who will bring home the victory in this series?
I'm going to back my prediction and say RSC Legion. And that being said, Postalasa will go forward. Surely the best chance of the game is saved by Charm. Not saved, but definitely challenged. Tai, though, going forward. Tai with the shot and is going to win the game for his team. Gladiators have had to go the hard way, go the distance as well, but they're able to save a draw in the series. A little bit of luck by Tai in the end, but let's not ignore that Skies performance. He is able to notch up 700 points in order to get this win in the last game. 4-3 to Gladiators, 2-2 in the series. I didn't quite see that coming.
What a game. What a series did we witness, Tom. Like Skates coming out with the plays, Tai following it up. Like, even on the last goal, Tai made it so that he could pass the ball a little bit to Reyes and follow it up with a dunk to make the goal finish. And, well, I'm still speechless, Tom. I'm still speechless. What did I just see? My Gladiators against your RSC Legion. What a series, man.
Well, Postalasa won't be wanting to save a copy of that scorecard. The only player not in 700 point range. Oh no, that's a mistake, I believe, as the players left the lobby. There's two Skazes. Not too sure whether that X is meant to be an A or a Y. But anyway, we move on. That was a wonderful, wonderful series. And there's two storylines, I think, here. And that's, of course, Ember's pretty incredible debut in the first half of the series. Almost saved the series for his team and was able to get them back into it with a chance of winning. Not to be in the end. And, well, it was Tai who opened the scoring and finished the series off as well with the draw. In the honours even. I think it's probably about a fair result given the series of two halves.
Indeed, like, both teams outperformed themselves right here in this game. Like, also, I thought, like, it was 2-0. And the Gladiators, they looked like they snapped. They resetted their game, their mindset, and they carried on. Like, the double taps were coming out, the mechanics, the flip resets, the planned 50s. Like, they came out of nowhere for me. And it's, like, lovely to see. Yeah,
it definitely is lovely to see. And, well, Timo, predictions, great start. 0 for 1, unfortunately, on the 0 for 2 on the RSC cast, but hopefully next series ends out better. And well, any closing thoughts from your first RSC series?
Well, it was amazing to watch, and I hope you all will have a great evening tonight. And I will leave you tonight with those packed full of action. And I love RSC already.
It's definitely spectacular. Thank you very much for joining me, Timo, in about half an hour's time, or 20 minutes time now. It's gone by so quickly. I will stay on. I think, Timo, you're jumping out. I'm not too sure, actually, who's jumping in. I think we've had a few availability things here. Oh, there we go. It's going to be Dane Bard who jumps in with us. It's two sim racing casters actually taking you through a Rocket League game. So that's going to be very interesting. Well, we'll see you in about 20 minutes time, and well, make sure you join us for that.
Goodbye.
This ain't how I used to see. I guess it wasn't to be. Not everything's what it seems. Making that clear. I think I saw the devil in her eyes. I sink, I fall. This happens every time. Go ahead and call upon another guy. This is way, way, way too much for me. The demons keep her company. I gotta watch my back, probably pack my bags. You're like a computer crash, baby. Well, maybe it's not that bad. Pretend like I'm not that sad. She only know how to make me mad. How to make me mad.
When you're screaming out, but you can't make a sound, you know it's only a dream. When your back hits the ground and things turn around, you know it was only a dream. 'Cause nothing is as bad as you think, even when you're pulling at the seams. When the lights go out, you still got me. Detours lead to barricades, and home is for your friends are fake. I'll be there to clear the way. And you know my love can hold you down. You know my love can hold you down. And you know my love can hold you down. You know my love can hold you down. When the roof caves in and you just can't win, you know it'll only get better, only get better. When you fall too far, don't go back to the start, you know it'll only get better, only get better. Nothing is as bad as you think, even when you're pulling at the seams. When the lights go out, you still got me. Detours lead to barricades, and home is for your friends are fake. I'll be there to clear the way. And you know my love can hold you down. You know my love can hold you down. And you know my love can hold you down. You know my love can hold you down.
I know I'm the one like Neo, young and finna blow torpedo. Sipping on the drink that's Tito's. Shorty never won no hero. Tell her I'm the bad guy. Shooting my shot, no B-roll. In the Pico, I reload. One with a lot more zeros. That's my check. Tell them watch out like Vivo. I'ma need to watch like Rolly. Records get spun like Hilo. Copter. Tell them that the Batman shot ya, yeah. Someone better call the doctor. When I'm in the UK, order. Let the girls talk to me proper, yup. London, Manchester, in the 10 tester. Had to flex up on them from my ancestors. They want you more when they can't get you introverted. Only like the investors. So if you wanna talk to me, talk money. If not, then you speak in tongues. I really need the funds. Every time I'm on the track, drop bombs. And you know it's a lethal one. I said, mama shouldn't have to work no more. 20 years at the same damn job. Raising up a son on her own in a small white home. Some days couldn't take no mas. Living paycheck to paycheck. Not rich, but at least we had the basics. Except when daddy got locked and the heat went out, but the block getting hot. Word, but I'm the greatest now. Thank you, mama, cause we made it out. That boy, I probably ain't know that he dangerous, cause I never took the safer route. Yeah, times got hard, money got low, there was nowhere to go. I had to bet on myself, there was nobody else, that was all that I know. Man, tell me how you did it. I know I make it look easy. Need $1 million now, no kidding. I know I make it look easy. Back on my job, right back to business. I know I make it look easy. I gotta do it, you never did it. I know I make it look easy. I can turn a 1 to a 10. I know I make it look easy. Turn a Honda to a Benz. I know I make it look easy. I ain't never need no friends. I know I make it look easy. Did it with my own 2 hands. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, spent a decade writing essays with my essays and my vatos. I was just a kid with a snot nose. Now my flow sicker than the black plague. I go harder and harder. Need me a check, I can't wait till tomorrow. Get what I'm owed and I'm not trying to barter. When they see me, they gon' dodge like a charger. Yeah, felines running from the Hellcat. I'm a hustler, I can sell that. Came with a fuss, yeah, the boy from the north. When the deal went south, I just fell back. If it ain't work, I'ma find something better. Girls get wetter in the GIA sweater. Drink in my hand and I'm down for whatever. Damn, he cute, he fine, he clever. Yeah, no lie. How I make it look like I don't try. I've been doing this for my whole life. Now I gotta cop it like it's no price. Yeah, one time for the one time. Ayy, one time ain't never enough. Yeah, you tryna settle the score, but they ain't no settling with us. Man, tell me how you did it. I know I make it look easy. Need $1 million now, no kidding. I know I make it look easy. Back on my job, right back to business. I know I make it look easy. I gotta do it, you never did it. I know I make it look easy.
It was out there, looking at the landscape, and I guess lost by holes is beauty. And I look at them, happy to see this. And I look at them, because it won't be done.
Y'all ready for this?
day's beauty. And then look at them, happy to see this. And then look at them, be calm, even bitter.
Y'all ready for this?
Look at them, happy.
Yeah, next I just curve that chick, yeah, the album rich. Labels bout to tell me how they gonna make me rich. 50 milli independent, they ain't touching it, no. Yeah, they ain't touching it. Next I just curve that chick, yeah, the album rich. Labels bout to tell me how they gonna make me rich. 50 milli independent, they ain't touching it, no. Yeah, they ain't touching it, yeah. The old me is dead, R.I.P. Bad chicken who lose all I need. Lunch with the fam like steaks on me. Fast lane breaks don't need them. Text that girl don't need her. She act flaky skirt. Yeah, her boyfriend on the Insta. She got no chill when she flirts. Y'all can't have it, but just know I have to have it first. I move swiftly, I move forward. No, I'm never in reverse. Told her if she has it once, I just might be hers. Yeah, I'll be the man. What else you heard? If they really want to smoke, I'll take some shots on the low. I'll take some shots on the low. If they really want to smoke, I'll take some shots on the low. I'll take some shots on the, yeah. Next, I just curve that chick, yeah, the album rips. Labels bout to tell me how they gonna make me rich. 50 milli independent, they ain't touching it. Yeah, they ain't touching it. Next, I just curve that chick, yeah, the album rips. Labels bout to tell me how they gonna make me rich. 50 milli independent, they ain't touching it.
Yeah, I know, baby, I got what you need. You just gotta figure out what you gon' offer me. Traveling so much, now that taking flights routine. I've been in the West, so I ain't stressing about a thing. Mira loca, I got options, one dance soca, one a rock chick. I just got back from New York, I really got my city poppin'. I do not do that commitment, expectations make it toxic. And I like my women freaky, they can join her, they can watch it. I got stacks up in my pocket, remember it was change. I've been placing bets where the rest are placing blame. Got an app for private jets, just in case I need a plane. And a lawyer riding with us if we need something explained. I keep them on retainer, homie, we don't do no legal fees. I don't do the build a body, she with me then she unique. People riding with me cause to win you gonna need a team. If you out here messing up my energy, then leave me be.
Next, I just curve that chick, yeah, the album rips. Labels bout to tell me how they gonna make me rich. 50 milli independent, they ain't touching it. Yeah, they ain't touching it. Next, I just curve that chick, yeah, the album rips. Labels bout to tell me how they gonna make me rich. 50 milli independent, they ain't touching it. Yeah.
Never reminded, never taking whatever you told me. I know what I could be. Making emotion paintable and so tell me, is this what you made me? would lie. Every time you bring me close, and you're thickening the ghost of you, bleeding tight as you've been done, and
Welcome back, everybody, to RSC EU. We're back for our second game of the evening, and this time we head down to the Challenger tier for Mischiefs versus Apprentices. Should be a spectacular game. It's first versus third in the Ignis Conference, which should make for a very exciting game. It is Apprentices who are a little bit further ahead than most of the people in this tier, only by 3 games though, so potentially a chance for Mischiefs to go top with a victory today. I'm Tom Dinner. Alongside me this evening is Dane Bard, and Dane, welcome along to the stream.
Yeah, cheers, thank you very much. Happy to be here. It's filled in late notice, but always happy to get on to an RSC cast. Absolutely love this series, so love getting on whenever I can. And yeah, Challenger tonight, it's it looks like it's going to be a very good matchup. I'm really looking forward to it. Both teams having pretty good starts to the season so far. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what first versus third is going to give us.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mischief versus Apprentices, what's coming up next? Of course, the next stream after us is Mystics versus Resolve. That's at 10 o'clock European time. That should be a cracking game as well. But all eyes on this one for the time being, as we head over to the team statistics. Let's have a look at where they are in the table then. Here you can see as it goes onto your screen, Apprentices there on 28 games played with 20 wins. Mischief also on 28 game plays with 17 wins. They sit third, tied with second, of course, and Feather may feel that they're favourites to go top of this group when all the games in hand sort of sort themselves out. But I think here at Mischief they'll see this opportunity to be top by the end of the night, and perhaps they're going to try and take it with both hands.
Yeah, absolutely, because they've got they're obviously playing against the top, so any games that they can take off of Apprentices will not gain those games. It's always very interesting when you see these teams that are fighting for position go straight up against one another, because that's when you're going to get the most hype out of everything, and obviously you're taking games directly off of your opposition. You're no longer fighting to see who can get the most wins in the round. You're literally going directly against each other. So this match is going to determine quite a lot in terms of those standings by the end of tonight.
Definitely will be eyeing up a sweep, Mischiefs. I think this is a more important game to sweep than most. It probably won't happen as you look at the team statistics. Very, very similar. Mischiefs only having the slightly better shooting percentage with 31%, and of course 3 less wins. But I think when you've got an opportunity to go top, you'll be thinking about that sweep, and you'll be thinking, actually, if we sweep any game in a series in the league as a whole, this is the one that we're going to want to do it against top of the league. It's definitely a huge game for them, and well, they're up against significantly better formed opponents before the winter break. 4 wins in 5 games for Apprentices, only the 2 from the last 5 of Mischief, so sweep will be ideal, but maybe a little bit difficult for them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Apprentices have had a stunning start to the season. Very few games dropped, as you can see, compared to some of the other teams, and really good run of form that they've been on as well. So it will be very challenging for Mischief to try and take anything out of this series, to be honest. It's best of 4. It's not something you usually see in Rocket League, but obviously something we're very used to seeing in RSC. So ties are possible, and yeah, it's just adds a little bit of extra to the hype around the players. It's a little bit of a shorter series than a lot of tournaments will use, and that makes each game all the more important. You can see the player stats up on the screen now, and some pretty big players coming out of a couple players there.
Absolutely, I've got my eye on Rollinator for Mischief. 20 goals, 14 assists, and 31 saves so far in this season. By far, with 24 games, well, I say by far, in fact, Rox is arguably is up there with him, but certainly in a defensive aspect, up there with one of the best players in that team, if not the man to keep an eye out for. As for Apprentices, obviously, you've got to say Phoenix here. He is definitely the man leading the line for this team. I've been seeing he's getting a lot of love in chat as well, and well, 31 goals, 22 assists, and 33 saves. You can't really argue with those numbers with 27 games played. The second least, or well, third least on his team if you're counting in Simsy, but definitely a player that I'm keeping my eye on.
Yeah, and I'm also going to keep my eye on Yeast, because having looked back at a couple of the games, I feel like that's a player that sort of doesn't get maybe quite as good stats, even though those stats are pretty good. Something that doesn't really come up in stats much, but it's just like the physicality of the whole thing. I feel like Yeast is a player that loves to disrupt opponents, and that can be very effective against some teams. So Apprentices have that on their side. We'll see how well they get to execute that tonight.
And well, as for caster predictions, I love this new feature because it means I get to show how wrong I am about these things. So I've gone Apprentices 2, Mischiefs 2. I think the honours are going to be even after this one, though after that first series of the evening, I'm still hoping not. I do want to call a win today, but Apprentices 2-2 Mischief is what I've got down. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it went 3-1 either way, but I think certainly going to avoid a sweep today.
Yeah, I don't feel like either team is going to be able to sweep the opponents. I feel like they're both going to have... They're going to be quite even, I feel like. But I think Apprentices, just with the run of form that they've been in, just looked like slightly better side to me. But like your prediction, my prediction, I feel like they're all going to be very close games. So it could go either way. It could go 3-1 the other way. And no one really knows until we get started, to be fair. But yeah, I feel like it's going to go just the way of Apprentices.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think we're ready to tell the players to join up in this one. I think it's going to be a close game regardless, and definitely one to keep an eye on. I think this will be one of the more entertaining games that we get this evening, but let's wait and see. It's going to be Mischief in the blue, Apprentices in the red, and as we get underway, Rollinator goes with the kickoff. Phoenix wins it. Yeast will go up for perhaps the first opportunity of the game, but it's cleared away into Mock off of the backboard. Phoenix gets in for it, takes a shot, but it's slightly wayward, and early pressure being applied by the Apprentices, who are top of the league for good reason, and this may just add to that reason.
Couple players out of position there for Mischief, but now they try and get the ball out. They're keeping this pressure on Apprentices, doing a really good job of it. Oh, they're going to be rewarded early on. 30 seconds in, the shot is saved, and it was a good one as well, and they're going to get the clear as well. Rollinator getting the ball all the way into this red half for the first time this game, and well, 40 seconds played. Apprentices definitely having the early advantage. A flick towards net, brilliant save coming in from Rollinator.
Absolutely, as now Yeast looks to go forward to keep this attack alive. Rox will bring it away. Rollinator into the centre for Martello. Martello can't really get anything onto it, and back downfield it goes for Mock to give chase out of the corner. Can't really do anything. Rollinator once more gets around to it. Yeast puts it back into contention. Martello is on the line and will get it cleared in the end, not convincingly. Phoenix has a chance, but Rox brings it away and out of danger for the time being. Mock's back into the centre. Rollinator takes it back downfield. 3 minutes and 45 to play. Shot for Rollinator almost. The ball is just slightly beside him and he can't quite get the shot away.
Taking the ball back towards the net. What can Mischief do on the offensive? They're going to have to quickly get a clear away. And the pressure now still being applied by Apprentices. A couple of good saves being put out. And there's another one from Rox. It comes off the post, but good touch to get the clear. East bumped out of the way of what was looking to be a lovely little dribble towards the net there. But back and forth so far. That's almost open. Is it going to be all the way? Yeast with a brilliant save, and Mock's going to get a follow-up. A bit of a fake from Rox, but not going to lead to anything just yet. 2 minutes played. Are we going to get the first goal? Not just yet. And as we predicted, very even for the first 2 minutes of this game here. Game number one. Both sides having pretty good chances, and another lovely little block in the air for Apprentices. Bit of a double commit, but about halfway through game one now, and still no clear advantage to either side yet.
Definitely no clear advantage just yet, as we expected. Perhaps a little bit of a cagey affair in the first half of this first game of the four. Mock will chase this one down, won't be able to win the 50. Rox is going to create a chance for himself, but Yeast will bring it away. Mock to challenge in centre field, won't be able to find anything on this occasion. It's going to be Mischief who have an attack for the time being. Mock back downfield he goes. Rollinator up to Rox. Rox off of the back wall will try and find Martello on the left hand side into the centre. Phoenix brings it away. Rollinator gets a shot away. Rollinator gets the first goal of the game. I said he was the man to learn. He's definitely changed the game for his team in this one.
Yep, lovely little shot there. Both defenders on the goal line weren't able to get anything out of that one. Just right to the top of the net. They couldn't react in time. Really close to the net as well. Neither of them being able to get up for a block. And it's 1-0 to Mischief. And back onto the defensive immediately. There's no advantage to them as of yet. They still have a lot of defending to do. 2 minutes left as it stands now in game number one. Mock trying to get over both defenders, but Rox gets there for the block, and they try and relax for a second. Rollinator's going to get them a clear. It's going to help them out a little bit.
It will. Martello off of the byline looks to go forward, and Mock takes the shot. It will just be saved by Rox off of the line. Phoenix back into contention. Martello brings it away. Can't quite find anything. Yeast is there. Rollinator has to put it back downfield. Mock is there, able to stop the attack. Rox taps it back downfield. Yeast receives and back to centre field. It goes Martello. Demo on Martello. Actually, in the end, will just take a bit of pace out of this attack into the centre. Not a second just yet for Mischief, who do take a shot through Martello. Yeast gets the save. No one there following us up. In fact, there is a man there following us up, and it is Rox who gets the goal. All three players in that 300-point range. A goal for Rox. And with a minute to go, this game might just be going the way of Mischief.
Yep, definitely starting to look a little bit more comfortable now. 2-goal lead, but still a minute left, and as we know in Rocket League, that is never a safe lead. But little couple of bumps there from Mischief. I wasn't expecting that from them early on in this game, but they're starting to find a little bit of confidence to go for those plays and take a couple of risks, and you can see another one there as they try and get a third to seal the deal in game number one. But Yeast on the attack, another bump to get rid of Yeast, and actually a really successful one. Takes them all the way to the other side. That shot's going to be off target. Phoenix gets the save and a clear as well. Where's the follow-up now? It's Martello and Rollinator going for some kind of pinch in the air, but doesn't quite work out for them. Now it's a 3v1. What can Rox do here? Gets a brilliant 50, and that ball's off the corner and all the way back into the red half.
All the way back into the red half indeed, as Rox takes a shot, and back downfield it goes. Maybe a chance for Mock to get a shot away. It'll be cleared away by both Rox and Martello. Yeast going forward once more. Chance maybe for Phoenix in the centre. He has to rotate back, and with 9 seconds to go, maybe a third. Won't quite fall for them just yet. A chance maybe for Rollinator, but with 2 seconds to go, time has definitely run out for this Apprentices side. He may be able to find one for the goal difference. Won't quite come to them just yet, and Mischief win the first game.
Possibly a surprise winner for game number one. I was expecting it to be a bit closer in terms of scoreline, but it was really back and forth. Just a couple of really good attacking plays by Mischief there, and you can see the scores on the board. Just all three players on Mischief doing their role and doing it very well indeed. They were looking quite comfortable by the end of that first game.
They were definitely looking a little bit comfortable. I get the sense that maybe Apprentices had to chase a little bit into that last sort of minute and a half or so. And I think when you're chasing a game, you can often inflate the opponent's scoreboard a little bit, but they were able to capitalise on their opportunities. Mischief, their few opportunities. That being said, only turning in 2 of their 6 shots. So I suppose in that regard, maybe plenty throughout the game. Still, I think a case of they had to chase the game, Apprentices, and maybe a little bit closer going forward.
Yeah, moving on to game number 2, and Apprentices need to try and get a goal on the ball. Obviously, still goalless in this series so far. They need to try and just get that final touch on the ball to get the ball into the net. They had a good few opportunities, especially early on in that game. I was surprised they didn't score after the first minute. But yeah, they just need to try and get that last few touches in and get some goals on the board if they want to try and really take this series, because Mischief, they don't look like they're going to be slowing down anytime soon.
Absolutely not. As we get back underway, going to be a diagonal kickoff for Martello and Mock to contest. Mock's going to win it and chasing down. The shot comes in and oh, it's Phoenix with the goal. And I have to say, I need to look at this again because on my screen, that was a terrible own goal. I don't think it was in the end. Rox challenged for it, and yes, it did get final touch off of Phoenix, but that is how to respond.
Yeah, 3 seconds is all it took for them to get a goal. I said they needed goals, and that's a pretty good way of doing it, because not only have they got ahead in the game and got a goal under their belt, maybe giving them a little bit less pressure to work with, but that is the worst possible thing that can happen to you starting off a game of Rocket League, and oh, it's saved, and it's an own goal? Was that an own goal by Yeast there, flying into the net to try and save it? What has happened here? We'll have to break this down. Rox goes for the shot, comes off the crossbar, bounces back off of Rox and out of the net. Then Yeast hits it into Martello and into the net.
My word.
Absolute chaos in the box.
Well, praise for Phoenix as he wins the kickoff on this occasion. In the wrong net though, although that was just unlucky really. Desperate situation to try and get it clear, and it could have bounced either way. Just a dozy moment, I suppose. But these things happen, and that lead that they worked so well, I say worked hard for, got so early on, now just evaporating, and frustration I think from their side. Mock will try and go forward once more. Phoenix with a shot to redeem himself. Rox with a very good save off of the line. Yeast runs out of boost, has to rotate back rather gingerly. Rollinator all alone. Mock goes up for it, and Mock is able to get the clearance away. It was going wayward anyway, so not the most important clearance of his life, but the shot might be, and Rox is going to get it cleared away on this occasion. Phoenix with the shot this time is also wayward. He's still going here, keeping this pressure up from the side of Apprentices, knowing that they are now chasing the series. Not really the game though, still equilibrium at the moment. Yeast goes back downfield, Mock is up for it, looks for a redirect just slightly beside him, and now the ball gets cleared away almost into the centre. Rollinator does clear his lines eventually.
Yeah, just ran out of boost there and couldn't quite get over to the ball to get a touch that would be required. The ball into the middle there, and again it's Rollinator in that net on the blue side, really doing all of the hard work on the defense, getting some good blocks in, some good clears as well. The ball's into the middle here, and Rox is going to get a clear as well. They need to be a bit careful here though, Apprentices. I've seen a couple times now, a couple of players all going for the ball. You don't want that too often, otherwise you're going to end up in some dicey situations on the defense, and that's going to help their story quite a bit. 2-1 to them in this game too, getting back into things. Just sustained pressure, that's all it was. So many shots on the net, eventually they got to find a gap.
Yeah, absolutely, and well, as the Phoenix rises, it rises from the ashes of that own goal earlier on in the game, and he's managed to avenge his mistake as Phoenix, and he's now 2-1 in goals. Rox is going forward, going to take the shot off of the backboard. It goes, maybe for a teammate, cleared away by Phoenix on this occasion. Wasn't going to turn that one home into his own net. Martello, though, with a chance. It's not quite going to find its way through the 2 men that were sitting on the line. Yeast off of the line in the end. Phoenix gets it clear, and they look a little bit gingerly, a little bit rusty at the back, I think, here, Apprentices. They take the shot again, maybe able to follow it up. Yeast is going forward here, off of the backboard. I'm just not too impressed by the defending so far. It seems a little bit rushed, maybe.
I think it's a bit rushed because they're having to chase the ball back towards their net. They're really committing hard on these attacking moves, and whilst it has worked for them a couple times now, it's eventually not going to work out how you think, and you don't quite get the shot away. The ball's going to get straight back towards your net, and you end up chasing it. As we see them level up here, Mischief get a goal back. It's a good clear, but unfortunately all three players for Apprentices all in the same part of the net, and it just leaves a big old hole for Rocks to slam the ball into.
7-4 shots and 3-1 saves at the moment. Showing you how this game is being approached from two sides. It might be another goal. It's saved by Yeast in the end. You can add one to the saves column on this occasion, but it is going to find its way through. Martello with the goal. He gets his second of the game, and it's certainly against the run of play, but this is what happens when you're just so blistering in attack.
And again, exactly the same as the last goal. All three Apprentices players sort of on top of each other, and that's never going to work in defense in Rocket League. You need to be able to spread your players out a bit so one person can go for a block and you don't leave your net horribly exposed, which is what is happening at the moment. And the team has done that really well so far in this series is Mischief. Their defense has been really good. The only goals that we've seen go through them is sustained pressure for about 30 seconds, which of course any team is going to struggle to cope with that. And of course the unlucky pinch right at the beginning of this game. But other than that, they've looked really solid in defense, and partly due to Rollinator. You said you had your eye on them earlier in this game just before we started, and well, you were correct in that, because it had a massive impact on how this defense has been handling it.
Absolutely has. He's definitely been a defensive demo on the line. Maybe a chance for Mock. Surely a chance for Mock, and it's Rollinator with a strong save. His teammate was nowhere to be seen coming back from the demo. He hadn't quite respawned just yet, and Rollinator is able to turn it away, and now they're on the attack on this occasion. Rocks can't quite get to it. He'll keep the attack alive just about. Maybe Rollinator getting in for it. He just about misses the ball and had to come away with a lot of speed there for a second. Back downfield it goes with a 60 seconds to go, I should say. A chance now for Phoenix. Can he set it up for Yeast? He can set it up for Yeast, who takes a shot. We'll have to find a double touch, but Rollinator gets it cleared once more. This Mischief defence being absolutely staunch, as you like at the moment, and their attack not being too bad either. 3-2.
Yep, they're coming in with some more sustained pressure of their own, but Apprentices back on the counter-attack now. A fake from Mark. It's going all the way up, and Phoenix is going to get a good touch there to take it out of the grasps of Rollinator. Fantastic on the defense, looking to get involved in the offense as well. Yeast now into the middle. It's a shot from Mock, and Rollinator predicts where that's going to go. Pass into the middle isn't going to find Phoenix. She's gone back to the midfield, and probably wisely so as well, because now the counter-attack is on, trying to seal the game with 13 seconds left. Are they going to be able to hold out? 10 seconds now. It's a long shot from midfield. They try and get the demo. It's not going to work out for them. Rocks gets a touch, and that is probably going to be all over for this second game. The ball pops up, and the ball's going to hit the ground. Mischief go 2 up in this best of 4.
Rollinator very, very influential in that game. 2 epic saves in the end, and just look at the statistics when they come up on your screen. Twitch chat, and Rocks with the MVP award, so keep an eye on him. 4 saves, 4 shots, 1 save I should say for Martello, 2 shots on his side. And you go over to Apprentices, 2 saves throughout the entire team compared to 12 shots. They clearly are playing this game to try and be attacking, and it's not working for them.
They're just not quite getting the last couple touches. It's the same every time, and part of that is due to Rollinator. Rollinator's been cutting them out time and time again. Only 2 saves to his name at the moment. Doesn't really do the performance justice, really, does it? Because a lot of the time it's not quite a shot, but it's a pass into the infield with big blockers come in, or intercepting, or just going for hard challenges before any danger can come. So yeah, the Apprentices, they need to find something different, but I think the biggest problem that they've had, like you said, 2 saves. The defense has just not been there for them. And I think if Mischief can sort out their accuracy with a couple of the shots, then, well, they're going to have a much better time of it in Game 3 as well.
Yeah, my 2-2 starting to look a little bit out of reach at the moment. Can these Apprentice side find anything, or are Mischief going to find themselves top of this table heading into next week? Mock's going to try and go for. Martello cheats the kickoff, and Phoenix will try and get it clear. Phoenix makes a mistake, and now the shot from Rollinator, and it's a rare miss. Actually, that was an open net for him, and it definitely wasn't an easy shot, but I think he'll feel like he should be turning that home. There were plenty of chances though, as now he looks to go forward. This ball pops up awkwardly, and Martello brings it away, eventually clearing Here's lines only as far as Mock, who might look to go central here. Martello will bring it away. Yeast challenges for it. Phoenix looking to go back with a redirect to centre field. Mock trying to bring it away. Can he create something on its own? Slightly misjudges the jump, and Ralinator will bring it away. Yeast still in the final third, unable to find anything, and Phoenix has to recollect.
Onto the backboard, and yet again, almost every time that they get the ball in their own half, they're all next to each other, so you can't really do much there except for look for a challenge, and even then you're going to get left very, very exposed at the back, and Rox is going to take advantage of you time and time again, getting the goal in the first minute here to put Mischief ahead, and it's looking like it may well just be a series win for this side before we even reached game 4. This is absolutely fantastic from them so far, and they're just exploiting the weaknesses that we haven't really seen much of from Apprentices early in this season, but it's looking very obvious from my point of view at least that they're just struggling with the defense. They've pushed too much on offense time and again, and Mischief are just doing a fantastic job of exploiting that.
I think it's a case of game plans are not working from the side of Apprentices. Yeah. It clearly isn't, as they've clearly set up to play a certain way, and I just don't think that's working for them. That being said, Phoenix takes a shot, and Phoenix will find the goal, so maybe we're talking a little bit too hastily here in this game 3. But Apprentices are just about back into it, but I still will stand by my guns and say I don't think their game plan's working here, but this is a positive move in the right direction.
If you think about the 3 goals that they've scored so far in the series, and then think about if their game plan is working well or not, lovely little solo play there by Mock, but again, brilliant defense on the side of Mischief, and the 1 goal, a pinch, 3 seconds into the game, it literally could have happened to anyone, not really anything to do with the game style. This one again, bit of a lucky shot from midfield, the defense of Mischief just in an awkward situation, and then you had the sustained pressure that they've been going for. It's only worked once, so after 3 games, or 2.5 games, if their game plan is to just keep going at attack and eventually you'll score the goals, it's not working quite as well as they would have hoped. Mischief's defense has just proved too well for them. But their defense just needs to improve, and that all-out attack philosophy is not going to get them anywhere if this Mischief side just keeps on that defense and those counter-attacking plays that we've been seeing.
Phoenix, though, going forward, takes a shot. Rox is there to get it clear. Martello will send it back downfield. There is a man in the centre. It's Mock who looks to take the shot. He can't quite get the control of this one, and though it might bob up maybe into the centre, Yeast doesn't quite want to overcommit for it, which is a little bit of a surprise given how they've been playing in this game. Apprentices, Mock chases it down on the left-hand side, goes forward over the top of everyone. Can he get the shot away? He can't. Sets it up for a teammate. Phoenix is challenged with a 50-50 on Martello and just about loses. Now back into the centre for Yeast. Martello gets it clear once more. Phoenix, it's over the top of him, the booming drive downfield, and Yeast has to get it clear. Rollators in the centre, looks to get the game to 2-1, won't find it. And actually the first attack of Mischief for quite a while. Mock back downfield, won't be able to find it on this occasion.
Yeah, that was a golden opportunity there. Not anybody back on the defence, just couldn't quite get to the ball in time. Just out of reach, and now Mischief back on the offensive again with these counter-attacking plays. And I have noticed they've started leaving a player on the other side of the pitch on defense, Apprentices. So I don't know if they've been listening or what, but they've definitely noticed what's been going wrong for them, and they are trying to rectify it. It's off the post with a shot, and is that going to go all the way through? Mock is just far back enough to get a touch on it. Absolutely crucial there. That pretty much could have been series over.
Absolutely could have been, but they've done well to sort out this defence, really, Apprentices. Now they're the ones with the 6 saves. It's something that they definitely need to work on into this 3rd game, and it's something they've managed to do. Not quite able to find their way through a Mischief. The gap's just not opening up as nicely as they would have expected. And in a couple of occasions where that has been the case, but not for quite a while just yet. Yeast is going to go forward. Rox might not be able to get to this one. He does get to this one. Last ditch defending keeps him in the game. That being said, Mock looks to go forward, and it's all just slightly wrong for him. That's just wrong time, wrong place. Frustrating as Yeast looks to go forward. He gets bumped by his own teammate. Shot comes in. Phoenix with the save once more. Ralinator now. Mock with the save on the follow-up, and that is some strong defending, which is encouragement for Apprentice fans around the globe.
Yeah, and now can they get an attack going with 30 seconds left on the clock in game number 3? They're leading 2-0, or they're trailing 2-0, I should say, in the series so far. Best of 4, of course. Are they going to get something back here? Mischief going for a double bump on the goal line. Just can't quite make it work. 10 seconds left. And now the shot is almost there. Martello can't reach the ball. And his apprentices going to go for something special here at the death. They're keeping the ball up. The ball's going towards the net, and Rox is there to deny the 0-second goal. We have overtime in game 3.
We do have overtime as Phoenix looks to go for it. Rox is going to end up winning the kickoff in the end, and Yeast will have to ring his way out of the corner. Can they find something in this overtime then, apprentices? The first half of the game went quite well, you would say. In fact, the regulation time went reasonably well. They just need to follow it up now. Certainly a better performance than in the first 2. Yeast is going to get a demo on Rallinator. Into the centre it goes, though. Phoenix has to get up for it. Neither of the Mon challenging for the ball can get to it, and Yeast has to bring it away. He goes forward once more. Rallinator back into contention. Mock is reversing into it. Now in the centre, perhaps a chance for Rox. Rox takes the shot and it's in! And Mischief have won the series.
I couldn't really have got my prediction much worse than I have. I'll just put it at that. But they've been outplaying, like completely outplaying this red side. It is absolutely insane. The confidence that they've had since winning that first game. They have been all over this Apprentices side. Apprentices, like I said, their strategies only worked one time for them to score a goal. Like the rest of the goals have all been sort of, you just about snuck one in there. And that's not going to cut it. They're going into game 4 now, 3-0 down, and they're going to have to think of something to try and get at least 1 point back out of this one.
Well, I can tell you they're playing better than Aston Villa at the moment, so that's one thing. But I do think it's a case of this is just, as I said, the game plan isn't working for Apprentices. They've definitely been a lot nicer there. They got 6 saves throughout the course of that game, and someone in chat says Mischief, it's just better. I mean, that could be the case, but I think it's deeper than that. I think there is definitely a clear game plan here for Apprentices that they've put into play. It just hasn't worked for them. And sometimes you have weeks like that, Tim.
Yeah, Mischief caught on almost immediately. I think after the first minute and a half, I would say, of game 1, where it was very obvious that Apprentices were just going to throw bodies forward at the ball over and over and over and over and over. And Mischief have just gone, okay, you do that, we'll sit here, we'll defend, and then once you've triple committed on our goal line, we will just go and take a relatively simple counter-attacking play. And that is exactly what they've done time and time again, and led a lot by Rox, who has really been impressive in this series. Brilliant saves, but also on the attack.
Yeah, absolutely, as Phoenix looks to chase this one down off of kickoff, trying to save a point in the series at least. Mischief right now know that a win will see them go top, which is absolutely what they'll be after. Phoenix with a shot looks to keep his team top, and at the moment that is what he has done. However, we know this Apprentices side likes to score early and doesn't like to defend particularly well, so maybe it might just need more work. That being said, it's a good start.
We'll see if they can continue that momentum that they've now got in this game. Rallinator popping the ball down. Phoenix is there, and Demo on the midfield. Going to get rid of one man. Rox with a risky move there in midfield to go up for that one. Mark putting the ball into the middle. The shot is there, but the block is equal to it, and now that's going to loop all the way back towards the red net. Lovely touch on the defense. The ball's back into the middle, and Martello's going to get on the score sheet. And we're all tied up again. We haven't even got a minute into this 4th game. Phoenix, that was a fantastic touch to get the ball off to the side, but no follow-up from a teammate, and Martello was in a brilliant position to take advantage of it. Lovely play by Mischief there.
Same old, unfortunately, from an Apprentice's perspective. Ooh. That means that they might have a chance here. Will just about clear his lines. There was maybe a chance. He'll get it clear in the end. Rox is on the line, has to go up to this one, does do so. Phoenix almost got the shot away, you know. It just about rebounded out. Now Phoenix looks to put it back into contention. Rox with the save once more. He's saving his team at the moment. Phoenix up for it once more, cleared away finally out of their own half from Mischief. A win here, as I said, would go top in this final game. They go to 21 points. It would be 20 for Apprentices. And in fact, they might be top already. The shot comes in from Phoenix. And that is just about how you save the series. And I'd say they might be top because on head-to-head, Well, they are winning this game 3-1. Have to wait and see.
Yep, as we get kicked off once again. 3:39 on the clock, and good kickoff for the Apprentices side. Are they going to be able to do much with this one, though, to try and extend their advantage? It's one of the first real leads that they've had in this series in a game, and Yeast backpedaling there. That is not what you want to be doing in your own half. Just not able to get a good touch on the ball until now, and Martello's there trying to make it 2 for them in this game 4, but lovely block from this Mischief side. Well, what are they going to be able to do with 3 minutes left? Can they make it 4-game wins? They'll have to score a couple of goals, but they've got 3 minutes to do so. Oh!
As now go forward is Rocks, maybe a chance over the top, and he gets the goal! And it's 2-2. It was a blistering break, and there was just no one home really. I mean, there was a man home, it was Mock, but he just was a little bit dozy in getting to the ball. And Rocks is able to get the goal. It's 2-2, and confirmation from our producer. This is why I never attempt maths on these streams, because when I do, it goes wrong. The winner of this game goes top, currently tied on 20 wins apiece.
Booming clearance. Rollins is going to get to this one uncontested. Pops the ball down into the middle. Halfway through game 4, it is effectively all level here, up at the top of the table. Same number of goals apiece. The winner's going to take it on off the crossbar. Goes Yeast, and Martello's going to be there to get the save, to get the block, and make a big clear now off the wall. Pops the ball down into the middle. Is there a teammate there? No. Yeast is going to pick it up instead. It's a 2v1. Rollnate is going to get demoed and was just paying attention to the wrong man, I think, for a second there. Yeast is going to dribble the ball through and regain the lead in the standings for his Apprentices side.
Managing to pull it all out of the bag here to stay top of the league, only by a single game though, so it will definitely be close heading into the latter stages of this season. Of course, there is still that team in second place before the game started, with the series in hand, as trying to get back into it, a Mischief, and trying to get that sweep as well. Going forward once more, Mock will run out of boost, but get it clear in due course. Phoenix now chase it down, still without boost is Mock, and Rollinator is able to stop the attack for the time being. Martello back downfield he goes. Mock off of the corner. Yeast going forward now. He does get a clear, only as far as Rocks though. Able to get the beating of Phoenix, beating of Mock as well, and maybe a chance to sneak it home, and it just can't fall for him. Rollinator tries to put it in, and Phoenix with yet another save in this game. Apprentices, well, they've sorted out most of their defence. 4 saves so far in this game, and a very aggressive bump as well, as the shot comes in from Rock to try and avenge the bump, and Yeast with the save once more.
I think it was a team bump there, just maybe not watching where they're going, and yeah, put them a little bit on the back foot. They could have had a good opportunity, but that is a brilliant clear off the backboard. Yeast gets tilted over as well, couldn't land on the wheels, and that's going to put an end to that attack. Mock back on it once again. 1 minute to go, and can Yeast try and put this one to bed off the backboard? A good couple of touches from the defense, and now Martello stays up there. Phoenix can't do anything but put it back towards their own net, and back deep into the Apprentices half we go. 45 seconds on the clock. Can Mischief make it 4? Can they get a sweep? We said at the beginning of the broadcast they wouldn't be able to do it. They only need to score 1 goal in the next 30 seconds to have a chance.
Absolutely, and this will definitely be a series that they look back on as one that they should have swept. That being said, Mock will take the shot. Martello, I think, got a touch on that. He won't get save credit. I think he got there before the man who was trying to get the shot away and was just able to get that challenge in. Works for him. Martello back downfield he goes. Phoenix is there, has to get round to it. 10 seconds onto the clock then. Can they find something to try and take this into an overtime? Mischief, it's in the right part of the field. That being said, it goes back downfield. 2 seconds to go. Have to keep it alive now and rely on a buzzer beater. Rallinator looks to get the challenge in. Does do so. Still alive. Maybe for Rocks. Martello's there. It's still alive. Mock tries to get it cleared. Does get it cleared. And Apprentices stay top, but it won't really do much for their confidence here, because they were outplayed for 3 games of that series.
completely outplayed, and they finally got back into the swing of things. You can see there just in the points that they had a much better time of it. Somehow we've got 2 yeasts on the stats, I think. That confused me for a second, but it's all good. That you can see that the players have done a very good team effort there in that 4th game. They finally figured out the formula to get past Mischief, and their defense was so much better in this 4th game, like night and day compared to the first 3 games of this series, where they were getting broken through with ease by Mischief.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, they sorted out their defence, and that is why I think they went on to win that final game. They were able to defend a little bit more organised than they did before, and well, that was what eventually turned the tide. And that is the Apprentices side we've seen so far this season, who are top of the league and will stay top of the league. However, now rather than Mischief, we take a look at Feather, who sit there in 2nd position. With 24 games played, a series in hand, on 17 17 wins, I should say. With 4, they would then be pressing for that top spot. So Apprentices definitely have got a lot of work to do.
A win and a draw will do it for them at that point. So yeah, really, really promising look at the standings. I think that went just about as good as it could have gone for that side if they're looking to make it to the top this series, although they're not playing in it. Obviously the result is going to be affecting them. All the results will be affecting them, but this one in particular, right up at the top, and that's pretty much giving them the best possible opportunity to get to that top spot. I think they just need 5 games, is it then, in the 2 series that they have to play still in this week? So yeah, still plenty of time for them to try and do that, but 5 out of 8 games, not much of a tough ask if you're one of the top 3 teams in the standings.
Well, it's definitely going to be an interesting end to, well, I say end, we're only halfway through the season. It's going to be an interesting second half of this season as we get out of this winter break. It's been an entertaining cast from me so far this evening, and in fact, that is the last from me. So I'll leave us on Dane, your closing thoughts.
Yeah, it was a brilliant series. I mean, we saw the exact opposite of what I expected. You can see my prediction is still there, just there to bug me a little bit because I got it completely the wrong way around. But yeah, Mischief, it was really great to see a complete tactical masterclass from Mischief. They realized in the first couple of minutes what was going on, and they turned the game around completely on its head from the get-go, and they pretty much dominated. Game 4, much more even, but yeah, really promising stuff from Mischief. I think if they have the ability to outsmart their opponents as they did within 2 minutes of the series starting, then they will have a very good run throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely contenders for this division, because remember, of course, with the playoffs, it doesn't really matter who finishes first, but it does. But in terms of contention for winning the entire thing, obviously, they still keep their chances alive, basically, no matter what at this point. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. You can join Mura Sky and Liquid Sight in about 19 minutes' time for the next game. It's Mystics versus Resolve. We go up a tier up to rival. That should be an entertaining game as well. But I've been Tom Dillon. He's been Dane Bard. We'd like to thank you very much for watching. And well, we'll see you all later. Good night.
Tell 'em I'm back, yeah. I gotta stay in my zone, man. Maybe I'll come with the dogs, yeah. Maybe I'll do it alone, yeah. Either way, I get what's sold to me. Never believe what's told to me. City on lock, I hold the key. We can't link, I got goals to me. Yeah, that's facts. Put the island on my back. Grind cause we gotta eat, yeah. We the ones they wanna see, man. With the mob, talk that talk, shake a piece, yeah. Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean and Meech. We had some pride, put it aside, cutting the pie, with our guys, yeah. Made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What other side? I gotta grind, yeah. I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, all of the time, yeah. 24/7, 365, gotta get mine. Stay on my grind, yeah.
but you are so dumb. You know that I'm here, I'm here. Come when you want. You know oak spray for your little boy. I know, yeah. I know that you miss me, I know that you miss me. I know that you miss me, I know that you miss me. I know, yeah. I know that you miss me, I know that you miss me. I know that.
I got my hope on full, but my heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. So tell me what the deal is, tell me what you want, yeah. I can't even give it, I'm all out of love. Thinking that we finished, but then you pulled a card. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm out of here. I think you out of love. Simple little changes, probably all subtle. Notice that you ain't the same, and I'm puzzled. Wonder what it takes, I'm breaking down rubble. I had to switch lanes, I'm safe in my bubble. Look, I don't know what I'm feeling, we back and forth depending. No matter what the weather is, you're never gonna get it. Packing my bags, moving, I'm finished. All out of gas, I've been empty, diminished. I got my hope on full, but my heart's heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. When you talk on my name, I was lost in a phase. You were wrong in your place and you ought to be shamed. And you're off with the lames, got me gone into space. You were coming for my image, but it blew up in your face. Well, really you the villain, but always put on a front. Got me second guessing feelings, I'm wondering if I'm wrong. Yeah, manipulative and timid, you rigorous with your love. Been addicted to the feeling, but lately it's getting wrong. Look, I don't know what I'm feeling, we back and forth depending. No matter what the weather is, you're never gonna get it. Packing my bags, moving, I'm finished. All out of gas, I've been empty, diminished. I got my hope on full, but my heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. Whoa.
I really ain't trying to concern you, but lately I've been a mess, and it's been pretty concerning how all my color turned gray. I hate when shit is out of my control, and lately shit been out of my control. So I've been running fast in my head, trying to erase these thoughts, yeah, trying to find peace inside. But that shit's been hard to find. I cannot see it here, I cannot see it here. So I need to get away. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Forever in my heart, but I need a new start, and find the happy me again. And clear sky, yeah, there will be. And one day I'll come home and better me. I really ain't trying to concern you, but lately I've been a mess, and it's been pretty concerning that all these colors turn gray. They say you can't find happiness where you've lost it, and I've lost it here. I cannot see it here, I cannot see it here. So I need to get away. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Forever in my heart, but I need a new start, and find the happy me again. And clear sky, yeah, there will be. And one day I'll come home and better me. But for now, I'll be over the hills and far away. 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 But don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Forever in my heart, but I need a new start.
Frederico, we've got him. Ay, fresh off the boat on the dope, yeah. You said you rap, that's a joke, yeah. You hate your life and it shows, yeah. I'm making plays coast to coast, yo. I keep my moves on the low, ay. iPhone 6-digit code. How I stack up with my bros, yo. Yeah. Wouldn't you like to know? And I'm back up on the scene, tryna stack up for the cream. Pockets busting at the seams, you don't know what I mean. Get there, I say with my grain. I see people tryna scheme. It don't got a red stripe, but you know my flow supreme. Yo, diamonds I need on my wrist, ayy. Nobody sounding like this, ayy. Don't even know how you got to the top. I send you to the abyss, ayy. I shoot shot, don't miss, ayy. I move pot with wrist, ayy. All these other rappers probably tryna sound like this, yo. Ayy, where the dope at? Yeah, they shoot at me just like Kodak. Ayy, got a problem, tell them hold that. Just run the city, boy, I thought you know that. How we make a way without a boat? Wait, how? He got all the keys and all the dope. All the dope, tell them keep that respect though. Give me the check though, and I say perfecto. Ayy. Got the hustle from my pops, man, I got so many keys, got the whole city on lock. You should worry about yourself, why you staying on my jock? Can't stop, even UPS can't put me in a box, yeah. Shawty said it's about to play this in a drop top, cruising down the block. Yo, acting like the man, but we both know that you not. I got hops, watch me ball, hear the swishing with my shot. Wait, me, I'm on top already. Give me that guap, I'm ready. Got drive and ready. Throw cash, confetti. Give me that ice like Yeti. Hate, but they had not met me.
I'm the storm that beats the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Do you think you are? Who do you think you
Welcome back to RSC. This is the final series of the night, and we've seen some absolute bangers so far. And it's two brand new casters for you, just to sort of wrap things up today. It's myself, Moray Sky, joining alongside me is the legend himself, and I can see he's very much in the New Year spirit. How's it going, Liquid?
Very good. Thank you for the introduction. I'm so happy to be back on the desk here. It's fantastic to be beside you this time. The last time I was in a stream with you, you were the behind the scenes man, and now you're in front of the curtain. We get to have this back and forth, the little pander, to see how this is going to go. And I'm sorry, I did not tune into the first two games, but this rival series looks very exciting. And yes, Happy New Year to everyone. I know I'm from Canada. You guys all beat me to the New Year first. So since I saw the messages come through, I knew the sun didn't explode. Everything was fine. So Happy New Year, chat. Happy New Year to everyone. I figured I'd wear a little bit of a festive hat and welcome in the new year. I know we're a couple of days in, but it is exciting. I'm excited to see this game. It is going to be a bit of a bang buster, I think.
It is indeed. I mean, like, yeah, you didn't see the previous two series, but you can see there Gladiators and Riot Legion tying things up to start things off, and then Mischief getting in the 3-1 win over Apprentices. Decent series so far, but yeah, Liquid, this one, you know, on paper it doesn't quite seem like it's going to be an absolute banger, but you know, these sort of matchups can create some absolute joyful moments, because basically this is a bottom of the table clash between the very bottom in Resolve, and of course coming in at number 7 is Mystics there, and you can see the stats on the table. Resolve not having the best of seasons, should we say, Liquid. It's looking like they're going to have a bit of a struggle today, do you reckon?
You know, I am always excited to see the top end spectrum and the bottom end spectrum, because both ends are scrappy. You know, the bottom end's going to surprise you because, you know, you think they're a lost cause, but they get scrappy, they get innovative, you know, they shake things up. The top end is like, oh, when is the king going to fall? When is he going to be dethroned, right? So I like seeing both at the top and the bottom. The middle is, you know, the mundane, the expected. So I'm hoping that Resolve gets a little bit of an upset. As we can see here, there's tons of roster changes. We almost got 2 brand new rosters on both sides. A lot of zeros, a whole bunch of donuts up there. for not a lot of stats. So we have no idea how these teams are going to go well, how they mesh together. Is it going to be one man or two man that come out? You know, Alex and Infinity, obviously they're staying with the Mystics team. Are they going to be the ones that, since they have that cohesion, they're going to be able to open that space up for other Guap or splits? And then you see on the Resolve side, Juice is the only player left. I mean, he's got pretty good stats across the board, but how is he going to mix with the rest of his team?
Yeah, those are the big questions, and I mean, yeah, it's almost like you kind of got to think of this one as a completely fresh start. You know, we've had the Christmas parties, we've got all the turkey out of our system. We're starting things fresh, and it's the same case with these two teams here. But obviously, you know, like you say, you know, there's still a few players that are sort of still in the mix from previous iterations of both these teams here. But certainly with Resolve completely changing things up, you've got to think that their leaky defense, you know, conceding, what was it, 75 goals or whatever it was before the Christmas period, you've got to think this new team is going to be a little bit better on that front if they're to pick their season up and just sort of tie down the defense and make sure they don't sort of concede any early goals, and sort of, because if anything, I would say it's a bit of a mental game. You know, they've got to get over that, especially Juiced. Got to get over that block. You know, this is a brand new team, and hopefully they can start things afresh. But question is for you though, Liquid. I mean, with that said, how can you see this one going?
I took the easy route out, and I apologize everyone. It's because I am a data person. I go by what I see, and when I look through the teams, unfortunately I didn't see a whole lot of wins or losses. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of information in there, so I went for the tie. I went for the 2-2 draw. You know, I looked at the last games that each team had played. There was a lot of losses. So I'm hoping that both teams come out hitting. You know, maybe they put the Christmas pudding down over the holidays. They got serious and buckled down and start working out, get those thumb exercises in. You know, maybe somebody switched from an Xbox to a PS4 controller. I heard PS4 is the best controller. I don't know if Chad agrees or not, if PS4 is the ultimate controller over every other one. No, we got...
You say that's that, man. That's just no. We're not gonna get into that. The first cast together, Liquid, we're not gonna have a falling out over controllers before the game's even started. So we're just gonna draw a line in the sand on that one, and we'll let chat decide who, you know, which is the better controller. You can probably guess which one I go for on that one, but nevertheless, you know, you've gone 2-2. For me, I don't think Resolve are going to quite do it, because, you know, with big roster changes and just having Juiced in from the previous iteration, it's kind of, I can see this one, they're going to struggle still a little bit, you know, with such a brand new team. I can just see it being a little bit of a struggle, but you know, I mean, to be honest though, Liquid, I don't know if you know, but I am the draw master when it comes to casting here. So I think we could actually be on for your prediction there of 2-2, which would be annoying for me, because I want to, you know, prove that I actually sort of know roughly what I'm talking about. But we will see. We will see. So I think without further ado, Liquid, we should probably sort of tell these players who are waiting patiently in the lobby to get things underway, and we can sort of see which way this one's going to go. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting matchup. You know, on paper, I thought this was just going to be a walk in the park. But yeah, brand new teams. Who knows what's going to happen?
It's anyone's game, right? And they're battling to try and get to that mid-ground team. So let's see how the kickoff goes, and let's bring in the players. I'm not sure. There we go. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm excited to see Rocket League. I feel like I haven't played all Christmas. I've been playing with just playing with my kids. They don't play Rocket League yet, so this is exciting for me. This is going to be my fix, and the kickoff is going to be going. And here, this is the start of the rival game.
I think in this one you're going to see whoever gets off to the better start and gets that early goal probably going to just say, "Oh, nerves the nose down," and just like that, jibs in from the right-hand side. That's not exactly a caster curse, but it's definitely a good start nonetheless, though, for Jibs there. Yeah, there we go, 1-0, early doors.
I have the problem where when I talk, usually a goal happens, and I try and explain what happened in the last goal, and usually another goal happens. So I'm going to try and stay a little bit quieter and let these folks play here. Oh, Serge was up for that one, just about slammed that double tap in. This one crossed right in the middle. Juice is up to bring it down a little bit more. Sir Jack is up to send it back to the middle. And Velos tried to send it to the middle. Splits is going to do a little bit of a fake play. Is up early. So unfortunately, Jack was able to get there. J-Dubs, who is our only, sorry, 9 Jibs, excuse me, is our only goal scorer, and is going to put another one on the board. That's 2. That one was unassisted, right from defense, right to offense. A little bit of a breakdown, I think, from Raza there, as 9 Jibs put one on an open net. Good play.
Was indeed. It seems like he's here to sort of show how this Mystics team are not going to let the roster change or Resolve have any sort of confidence and good early pressure. But we did see a bit of a flurry there from Resolve, so they are definitely here to play. A surge out right hand corner, can't make anything of that one. And we've just coming up to a minute played on the clock and a 2-goal advantage. There's still plenty left to play for. I mean, this is of course the best of 4, and still Resolve. They just got to make sure they don't let Mystics run away with this one. That's what you need. That's what you need.
What happened here? Oh, a double commit in the midfield. A nice, easy open net on the other way. You know, things that go around. This is karma. You had one the other way, now you got one back. This is a close game. You got 4 minutes left on the field. I always excited about kickoffs because it seems to be that magical minute of how much damage can be done before people get set up. People get all their boosts and everything. There's so much of a tumultuous time before people get organized, and it looks like the offense is building as Velos has to go up for that defensive play. 9 Jibs is there. No call out. It's going to try and throw it into the middle. Nothing there for him. Jibs is going to come into the middle, throw it right across. So Jack has got a nice clean hit. Is Reza going to try and interrupt it? Unfortunately, Spitz missed the second hit. Juice is throwing one out. Jibs is right up there. What is going on with the defense again? There's another double commit there. Spitz is going to have to collect this in the corner. They got all the time in the world. Raz is out, but unfortunately, Velos is going to push it away. He's out of boost. Spitz is there to help him down. It's going to the other way, so Jack has got a nice, easy cleanup. Is he going to get a pinch here? Pushes it down right almost past Velos. Juice is going to just throw it away so his teammate can get a little bit more boost. But unfortunately, we're starting to fall into this nice back and forth. What a good play by Splits. Juice interrupts that. Thank goodness. 9 Jib's going to try and get a hat trick, throwing it out to the middle. And Velos is just trying to keep it into their end. My goodness, this has been a great back and forth.
Yeah, it's halfway point and only a 1-goal advantage to Mystics at the moment, but certainly a good battle. It seems like it's maybe, you know, you're playing on stream. Maybe it's a case of sort of nerves that are causing some of the double commits and slight mistakes. But nevertheless, both teams looking quite good on rotations and, you know, just making sure they're getting some good plays in. His Splits there, trying to get another quick shot on target. No power behind it, and Razza easy enough to clear that one away. But Resolve very much in this one. Juice changing up those. Another double commit. But they can't make anything of it at the moment. Sir Jack from the left-hand side trying to find a teammate in field, but Raz has been taken out of the play. It's a 3-3-2 at the moment, but Juice, make sure he got something on that one. And with just under 2 minutes left, Mystics looking to try and secure the first win.
Yeah, this has been a great game. This isn't really bottom tier. This is exciting to see. This one's going to come across. 9 Jibs, I don't know if he was trying to put that through or put it in himself. And Velos is backtracking and trying to go for the demo. Unfortunately, not able to get it. 9 Jibs gets taken out by Sir Jack. Me Raza is waiting for boost. Sir Jack is going to try and take control of this ball, gets a flip reset. Unfortunately, not able to do anything with it. Out of boost, took both defenders out of the play. 9 Jib's going to kick it out and collect it himself. He's out of boost. What's his play going to be here? As he sits back, Spitz did not read that right. There was a triple commit on the field. Are they going to make any play out of it? Oh no, it's too slow. Sir Jibs, not the shot he wanted. It was so weak. Unfortunately, passes back to Velos. He tries to throw it on target, was not able to get the shot he wanted. Another demo on the field. This is heating up. There's a shot. It's in. It's got to be in. It's got to be in. That was
the net was becking. It was. Somebody needs to put one slight touch on it, but nobody from Mystics can get anything on the end of that one, and that's a lucky escape there for Resolve. But they've got 40 seconds left now to try and make something of it. Demo on Sir Jack there, not able to capitalise it. Velios and Juice now. You got to be careful though if you Resolve. I mean, there's only 1 goal in, about 30 seconds left. That's still a chance for Mystics to come and get them on the break if they overcommit, like we saw with a massive triple commit earlier on. So just got to calm down a little bit. With 20 seconds left. And Mystics just looking to keep the ball in Resolve's half at the moment, it seems.
Yeah, it's just been a little bit of a good defense here. You know, maybe they felt that they didn't need that extra goal. You know, they didn't need the go-ahead goal. Why do that? Oh, here's Avelios. He's going to get the Avelios. Go ahead, goal.
There you go.
Right at the end. A little bit of a misplay in the midfield here as Juice tried to turn to collect the ball. Unfortunately, just passed it. And Avelios got a great shot, great control. Another open net.
Yes, unfortunately.
All but done.
I think so too. I mean, 2 goals in 5 seconds. Oh, Jibs is asking for a 5-minute pause after this one, so it seems like we're going to have to talk about the weather, maybe, Liquid, and sort of see how your New Year's went on as we wait for whatever the reason is that they want to pause for. As Mystics take the first game there, I mean, it was well played though by both teams. Resolve just not able to subdue Mystics, and a few mistakes sort of cost them the game in the end, it seems there. But you know, they still show signs though that they've you know, they're not a bottom of the table team, which is good to see with the big roster change.
I agree. I think Mystics did a really good job on their end, capitalizing on all the mistakes that Resolve made. And I guess I wasn't paying enough attention to see what happened to Resolve, because it always looked like Mystics was making the double commits on the defensive side. So I was really surprised by the outcome of this game, but good on Mystics for getting all of those goals. There wasn't any major awe-inspiring shots. It was just clean Rocket League, right? There was a lot of strong hits, and it's when the teams, because of the level of the players here, when the teams make those bad hits, you know, you don't get a strong clear, you get that little weak shot. At this level, you can't do that. You got to hit the ball. You've either got to have control of the ball or you got to hit it hard, because those soft touches are going to leave you open. And that's what happened, especially in that last goal by Avelos. That's what happened, where there was a soft touch in the midfield and Avelos just threw it right in the net and got it in. There was no chance.
Indeed. I'm just checking to see how long we can sort of wait before they're going to have to sort of play on, perhaps with a 3v2. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I mean, sort of going into the next game then, Liquid, I mean, how do you see this one? How, if you're Resolve, how do you approach it? Do you sort of stick to what you were doing in the previous one, or do you try and mix things up a bit? It's a tricky one in mine. I'm not entirely sure.
I think Resolve should not make any adjustments. I think they should play the same game and just tighten it up a little bit. Because Mystics was the one that was double committing more. Mystics got a great first goal that put Resolve on their heel. So Resolve, throughout that game, I think they were playing third man a little bit too deep to try and make that goal up. I think they got a little bit gun shy about how, you know, they got afraid of, oh, we can't make up that time. But Rocket League is all about surviving the other team, you know, waiting out, that using the full 5 minutes and just waiting for your other team to make a mistake. If your rotations are tight, your third man's playing in the good position, you've got a good cycle, eventually either the other team's going to run out of boost, or they're going to make that mistake in the corner. And I think what ended up happening was Resolve just didn't break down Mystics enough. They didn't have enough constant pressure. There was a good minute at the beginning there, but at the end, Resolve was the team that left their third man, and there was an open net. There was a couple times that it wasn't double commits, but they weren't finishing the rotations. You had ball side rotations, and the guy stopped to try and challenge the ball, and everyone knows that backflip challenges don't really work when you get to this level. Maybe silver, bronze, gold, you might be able to get away with it, but in this way, if you're not attacking the ball with the front of your car, you're not going to win control of the ball. Not very often.
No, we're just double checking rules at the moment, because we want to sort of try and give the players the best opportunity that they can. But obviously, we can't be sat here talking for hours, because I don't know if you about you, Liquid, but I certainly want to see some Rocket League rather than us two talk. You know, it's nice as it is talking to you. You know, people here to play Rocket League rather than two casters waffle on about absolutely nothing. But yeah, I mean, it's...
Are you saying that 27 people that are tuned in right now are not here to see me?
What?
Is that
You've
what
got
you're
a very
saying?
nice hat.
That's
Don't get me wrong. No.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, Liquid, man, don't do this to me. Come back. I'm sorry. Put the hat back on. We love the hat. Got to have the hat back on. You kind of make me feel underdressed, actually. Maybe take the hat off at some point later on, just so I don't feel so sort of scruffy. But yeah.
I took my tie off. If that's okay. I took my tie. Oh, this is my normal dress for my work, so Don't feel. Actually, I like dressing like this. It's nice to wear if you have to wear dress shirts and whatnot. I feel good in this kind of stuff, and I can waffle on like nobody's business. I mean, you wanted to talk about the weather. We have perfect British weather out there. The ceiling is falling. We got fog and rain. I feel like I am in England all over again. So, and you know the funny thing, England, even though you guys have some of the worst weather, you guys have the highest convertible cars.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny. Like California, you know, sunny weather all the time. England, UK, you guys have way more convertibles than everyone else. There's another double commit on the defensive zone. This is where Resolve needs to capitalize on those double commits because, man, they are doing it bad. And I think that's, again, like you said, fresh teams. What a little tip by Sir Jack, but not enough juice to get by 9jibs. 9jibs has got the dribble. He's got the flick, and he's got it in the middle. Splitzes, Spylitzes, whatever his name is, had an easy goal, but that whole play was 9jibs. 9jibs is making his presence known on this field. Wow.
He's picking up basically from where he left off in the first game there and making sure that Mystics get off to another good start there. So I've got to give you credit, by the way, for the transition from talking about the weather and convertible cars into actually commentating on Rocket League. I've just got to get that in before I forget about it, Liquid. That's good professional stuff there. Anyway, back to the Rocket League here. Yeah, 9jibs, here he comes again, trying to get the air dribble. Gets over, juices in the back of the net. This man is on form tonight.
It's the 9jibs show, guys. You know, if he's at what, 4 goals? So another 6 goals and he turns into 7jibs, or 10jibs, excuse me.
I like what he did there. Gotta make sure we'll get him to do that in the next game. Try and get him to change his name at some point. Anyway, here he is again off the left-hand wall there. Juice meets him on the backboard though. And Resolve have just got to calm down a little bit. They went 2-0 down in early doors in the first game. So they're in familiar territory here. But so you just got to make sure they don't let 9jibs get a third. But he can't hit the target on this occasion. But they're still keeping the possession though. If early in Resolve's half here. As Juice trying to pop this one up now. Both his teammates going up for that. Juice off the backboard but spoons it into the corner. And with just over a minute and a half played, it's 2-0 Mystics.
That was a 1v1 scenario there where 9jibs was the last man back, but unfortunately Resolve just didn't have enough boost to make a play there. And here's a double commit again. Wow, worked out in their favor! Oh. What a play by Juice. DeVelos is going to try and control it. Going to throw it out in the middle, but all of his teammates are back collecting all the corner boosts. So this is what I'm talking about, is where there's good pressure, but nobody's grabbing these midfield pads, these 12, 14 boosts. There's another double commit. Splits and Velos are both on the ball. It's not going to go anywhere. Juice is throwing it. As you see, everyone from Resolve is back. It was a 1v3. How can you keep possession? Now it's the other way. There's no one in net. Splits is going to throw it and throw in the middle. 9jibs wants it too, and Velios is up. It's going to keep control. It's me, Raza. Doesn't able to get the boost. Throws it in the middle. And Velios had a chance to throw it in the middle and get somewhere with it. 9jibs has been dangerous all game. Not too many demos. As I finish that sentence, 9jibs proves me wrong. Here's 9jibs again. No boost, no problem. Sends it for the pre-jump. And Velios was up really early, pre-jumping that. It's an open net. 9jibs was able to get back just in time. Juice is going to keep it off the ceiling down to his teammate. It's me, Raza. Velios up again. He's got another touch. Beats Sir Jack as the third man. Juice is going to collect it in the corner. Hopefully he's going to get a bit of a breather. And his breath has been cut short as he was removed from the field. It's me, Raza has no boost. Trying to get a flip reset. 9jibs is going to throw it way down deep to Splitits. I got to get this name right. Spylitz. Help me out here, chat. Oh my god, it's in the middle!
I can't quite get the conversion, and again Resolve just seem like they're riding the luck at the moment. Minute and a half left to play on the clock, and they've been on the back foot for the majority of this game at the moment. And lots of glorious opportunities, but for somehow Mystics have still only got 2-goal advantage. 9jibs though trying to make it 3, but spoons it into over the bar. Juice now pushing up on this one. It splits. Can't quite get on the end of that one, but 9Jibs is there. 3v1 at the back, but none of them can get the shot on target. What is going on, Liquid? Resolve just not able to get their offensive game under control at the moment.
It's not going their way. Like I said, they need to play their game. I thought they played a good game last game. There's a double commit there first time. Resolve is throwing their nerves. Oh, what a good patient play. No boost, but that's what you need. You need those nice patient plays. Juice is going to try and wind this one down. Velios is up to meet them. Sir Jack trying to collect the ball. He's got enough boost. He gets past one. This is not going to go anywhere. What a bump! But he lost control of the ball. Velios has got low boost. No problem. Going to throw it in the middle. Sir Jack stops it up on the wall. 9Jibs, the dangerous man. He's got 0 boost. He's going to try and bump them across. Sir Jack is taking it down the field. Not the touch he wanted. Sipitz is up. Velios throwing it a little bit further. Juice throw it way back. It's Miraza gets a bit of a tip. He's out of boost. He's going to try and collect the midfield. Sipitz is up 1, 2. Send it down the line. And there's a miss. Man! This game would be so much worse. This would be a much higher scoring game for Mystics. But Resolve just always seems to have that last man back when the least I expected. Obviously, the game is over. It's 2-0 with 0 seconds on the clock. This is just a goal for glory. It's Miraza trying to collect it. He's able to get one more touch. Are we going to get the proper rule across? 9Jibs was able to get a double tap and throw it into the opposite corner. That was a great game. Again, 9Jibs is making himself known on this field. They have to shut him down.
They do indeed, and they've got to shut them down, but they've also got to make sure when they get an opportunity on offense, you can see there are only 2 shots amongst the entire team in 5 minutes. That's not the stats you want to be seeing if you're sort of trying to come back, and they've found themselves now basically having to do a bit of a reverse sweep here. Of course, you know, it's a best of 4, if you want to call it that, but you know, they basically got to win 2 games on the trot now to take anything out of this game. But I don't know, Resolve just didn't seem to have any sort of they got lucky on defense, and they did, you know, put in a good effort on rotations, but there was no threat going forward, it seems. And Mystics got the 2 goals they wanted, and then it just seemed like they were toying with them basically.
It really felt, this game, although every goal on Mystic's side was assisted, it really felt like it was solo plays. And obviously 9Jibs is the guy out there making the space on the team. I haven't seen Juiced, any one of those players, be the star player. They've all been around the same experience, the same level of play, right? There's been no star player on Resolve, so there's no one that's really making the space for the other two players, and 9Jibs has been that answer on Mystics. So let's see if Resolve can get that mesh, because, you know, 3 average players can be just as good as 1 star player and 2, you know, lower end players. And I'm wondering if that's what's the makeup has been for either team here. The kickoff is going to start for Game 3, and I would like to say that my prediction is still plausible, but I am starting to think that I think Mystics might run away with it as either 3-1 or just a 4-0 sweep.
Well, hopefully they can get the 3-1, and then I can get the bragging rights for tonight, Liquid. But we will see. They've got to get off to a better start than they have done in previous 2 games here. As Jack just trying to tie this one up, pops it up for his teammate Razza there, but Velios, good speed from him. Splitsy in the top bins, and nothing Juice can do about that one. And again, we're seeing Mystics taking the early goal there. Lovely play by Velios there. Good speed into the path for Spillets. Sends it into the top bins. 1-0 Mystics.
You know, good job for Mystics, and I watched how this play broke down. Resolve had control of the ball, but they grouped up. And then Juiced realized he was last man. And Mystics read the pass, and Juiced was, oh no, here we go. Juiced was the last man in that play, and just in such an awkward spot with low boost, just couldn't make the play. Resolve send it down the fields here, able to get it all the way down, but not able to make anything out of it. Raza's up here to meet the ball earlier, and Velios is up. Not enough boost to make the play, but enough to make Resolve go for it. So Resolve has had to throw the ball away. Resolve has had no boost here. There is some bumping going on there. Sir Jack throws it against the wall. Not enough boost. Ismi Raza is up to try and collect it. And Velios is going to throw it way down. Juice was able to read that one. 9Jibs was the last man back, but Sipitz, I'm going to get this eventually. Spy Litz throws it on the target, and it's in again. Sir Jack was under the ball. What are you doing, buddy? Sir Jack goes to the corner boost. There's nothing there. His friend is up for the ball. He missed it. Sir Jack 100% committed to his teammate hitting that ball, and he's just in a bad position.
Yeah, it's all about back post rotations on that occasion. Instead, Sir Jack trying to go for the shiny boost in the corner there and just completely caught flat-footed, basically. So again, 2 goals they got to find if they get anything out of this second. There might be 3 down, but Juice on the end of that one. Lovely demo there by Braz, but no speed. No speed, it seems, for Resolve to get the breakaway. And again, the ball's just staying firmly in their half. And no! Look away if you're supporting Resolve. Absolute calamity at the back there. Ivelios off the corner. Razza, Juice, no chance. Spillets into the back of the net. 3-0.
I have to thank you, Morris Guy. Now I know it's Spillets, and I won't muck it up anymore.
That's my guess. It could be wrong. Like, I could be completely saying that completely wrong and get done for it in chat at some point. But that's what I'm going for. Spillets.
Chat's been uncannily quiet this whole time, so I don't know if anyone's out there anymore. That no one's predicting anyone, no one's cheering anyone's team. This is why the game hasn't gone my way. Nobody is cheering for either end. Good pass in the midfield.
They need to be cheering for that one.
Good turn by Raz, is able to tick it back forward to Juiced. Was able to get a nice clean shot on that. 9Jibs just threw his body at that, hoping to get something. We got splits, no splits. I have no idea what you're saying, Rapids, but I'm on board. Yep, 9Jibs, the dangerous man, trying to tip it in the middle, goes to disrupt another player. Spillets has got control of it. He's got good control of it. Enough boost to boot. Here we have a double commit here. 9Jib's going to throw a hard shot. And it's me, Raza, just had the body in the right spot. Here we seeing Mystics just control the boost, control the ball. Resolve has got low boost here. Juice is just going to have to throw it away. Unfortunately, not able to connect with that with Sir Jack, and it's going to come back the other way. Now, I hope Resolve was able to get enough boost to control it. Sir Jack is the last man back. He's got full boost. Not the touch he wanted. Velius is just going to wait for him to play the ball. Plays the body. There goes the body. It's me, Raza says, excuse me, Spillets, I'm coming through. Velios is in control in the corner. Sir Jack is able to collect it. Not the pass he wanted to his teammate, and now he's just left it. No one's got boost, no one's got ball, so who's gonna win?
Oh, talk about insult to injury. Beautiful demo there. It's completely taken out Juice, Birdman, and 9Jibs. The easiest goal he's going to score, it seems, in this entire series. And I will say, by the way, Rapids, I'm going to continue to call him Spillets, because if he's going to spell his name Spillets, then it's his own fault. You know, he should be calling himself Splits if that's how he's pronouncing it. I'm just putting it out there. You know, that's just my thoughts on that one. But hey ho, never mind. Here we go then. So 3 goals to find now for Resolve. You got to feel like they're going to struggle to do that, but there's still plenty of time left. Razza, can you get on the end of this one into the back of the net? No, 9Jibs. One end of the field. Offensive hero into goal save here on that occasion, and a minute and a half left. They still got 3 goals to find.
Oh, that was not the touch they wanted. Razza was able to collect it. Oh, they moved it down the field. Good for them. 9Jibs had to throw it into the corner. Sir Jack should have challenged that a little bit sooner, I think. Juice has got one on target, and Velios was there to collect it. Spillets is going to throw it in the middle, but unfortunately Velios has gone right into the corner. Spillets has got enough boost to try for a little bit of an air drag. Not enough boost, not enough ball. 9Jibs is going hunting there, trying to take the nose off of Resolve. Juice is going to throw a little bit of a soft lob into the middle there. It's me, Raza has good collection there. Not enough boost to get the double tap. Spillets interrupts that. He's going to slow the game down. This is what I would do if I was Mystics. There's no point in rushing. At this point, you just want to maintain control of the ball. You're up by 3. There's no real reason to extend yourself. It's me, Raza is going to be throwing the ball on net. 9Jibs is going to collect it, throw it from side to side, get this mid boost here, and he's got all the ball, all the boost, and all the world. Sir Jack was able to read that. Now Sir Jack has the ball, but he doesn't have any boost. Was not able to beat Velios. His teammate is up to help him, and Velios was able to reach that ball. It's 0 boost. Sir Jack doesn't know what to do. It's Miraza, not the right hit. Hit it against the ceiling again. It's Miraza is in too deep. So Jack is throwing himself at the ball. Everyone at Resolve is trying to get the ball in the net, and it will not go. Another game for Mystics, and my prediction is all but bust.
I see you done, and I mean Evelios there. He's on 70. He's flashing on the red on the Bing scale, so that's pretty impressive that he's managed to contribute quite a fair amount to that game there. But yeah, for me, Liquid, it's a case of Resolve. You know, they have moments when they sort of seem like they know what they're doing, and then they panic. Like they're just giving the ball away way too cheaply. It seems. You know, they do the work on defense. You know, trying to get the ball out, and then they're not retaining possession going forward, and they're just giving the ball straight back to Mystics, who are quite happy just to take it back up the other end field and keep the ball in Resolve's half. So I think, you know, it's all done and dusted for Resolve. You know, they're going to lose this series, but you know, when it comes to the end of the season, every game does help. So they still got something to play for in this one, but they just need to settle down a little bit and just try and, from in my opinion, just sort of you know, just build something rather than try and get a quick snapshot goal.
It's looking like you said, the only thing that's on the table here for Resolve is the consolation prize, to walk away with at least one. But I think going back to before, when we were just starting to talk about how this game is going to go, this is a case where you have a brand new team on Resolve. Juice is the only player left in the roster, and clearly this is not working tonight. Mystics is the team that has meshed the best. They had two players that existed on the roster, and actually, I don't know, is Spillets... Mystics again. Can I get a full sentence out? I'm trying to break down how the series is going, and if Velos goes, I want some screen time, let me throw this one at the net. A nice 101 from the top of the square. There's no chance of saving that, even if you are ready for it. Man, what was the roster for Mystics? There was Spillets, Guap, Infinity, and Alex. So I don't know who
Alex,
9Jibs is or who in Velios is. If there was a name change or what. So I don't know if there was two sub-ins, but man, if I was Mystics, I'd be looking at this team as It's Me Raza was able to put that one away. That was a good play by Juiced, able to get this little touch, the misplay. Good pass back.
That's more like it. That's more what we want to see. You know, just a little bit of a team play there. You know, whether they meant or not Juiced, I'm not too sure. But, you know, hopefully it will give them a little bit of a spurt of confidence going forward. But yeah, I don't know. 9Jibs, I don't know whether he's a super sub and he's coming in and just showing them all how to do it. But Spillets, not Splits, it's Spillets, because that's how you spelt it. Getting on the end of that one and just making sure they retain their advantage there. Sir Jack not able, completely misreads it. And again, we find them a goal down there. But yeah, Resolve. Yeah, I don't know what to say. We said, you know, at the start, we were talking about, you know, rosters, and my prediction was based on the fact that if you're a brand new team, it might be a bit tricky to sort of find your rhythm in the first game, especially if it's on stream. Oh my word! But you know, better late than never, maybe, for Sir Jack there.
Was a quick turnaround, able to get a good enough touch, and I think Spillets got a piece of that and tipped it the wrong way. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Spillets again. So this was the double commit, finally coming home to roost. Spillets did not really need to hit that ball. His teammate had control of that, and Spillets just hit the ball wrong, and it went up and into their own net. But yeah, like you said, that Resolve just has not had the favorable team. What a good comms there, as Spillets was able to dodge that demo. He's up early, not able to get it, but makes enough space for 9Jibs. And we have a report coming in from the chat that 9Jibs is Guap. So somebody will have to double confirm that.
What? Like, look, anyone that plays an RSC, for Pete's sake, will you just make sure that your names match up to what's been to what you have in game, and then what we actually casting? Because, you know, it just makes our lives just a little bit easier. But nevertheless, hey ho. Good to know that he's not some imposter that's carrying his team. It's Juice. No, hold the phone. Juice has just given Resolve the lead. What? we were getting too focused on who's who in this one, Liquid, and lovely play there by Juice, sends it into the back of net. Advantage, it seems to resolve.
And I don't know if everyone else noticed, but Juice, true to his name, has the fruit gold explosion. So I believe that's 10 points Gryffindor for that one.
Nice. I see. Yeah. I completely missed that, but yeah, no, fair play. You know, fair play, Juice. He's sticking to his name. That's what we like to see. People that know their name and sort of build from it. So yeah, good job on that one. As we're approaching the halfway point, the question as we get back to the more important thing: what's going on? Can they make it? Oh my word! Sir Jack, underside of the bar and down and into the back of the net, and this is. Something sparked, it seems, in Resolve. They managed to get a 2-goal advantage, and Sir Jack is the one that's carrying at the moment. Getting 2 lovely, lovely goals there. And as we're approaching the halfway point, it's now we get to see how Mystics respond to being at a disadvantage.
Mystics, their double commits are on every goal, and that have come to roost every time the goal has been scored. Resolve has scored it because there was a double commit. And it's fantastic to see that Resolve is playing the game and they're able to be breaking them down. Now here's an unfortunate touch, so Jack has to make a bit of a difficult save there. And I feel like if 9 Jibs is guap, and at this point I have to trust chat, because chat is the internet and everyone knows the internet is never wrong, right? So I think by that definition I can easily call what a bump by 9 Jibs. Or Spillets there. I believe I'm allowed to call him 10 Jibs now, as I'm just able to make up names. If they're going to do that, we're just going to call him something else.
I'll totally agree with you on that one, Liquid. Let's just call these completely random names now. I'll call one of them Steve. Dunno.
Steve from Minecraft has joined the epic game.
Oh my word. Anyway, minute 40 left on the clock and 2-goal advantage now to Resolve. Juice just trying to make sure he hasn't given the ball away, which he has, and Sir Jack trying to tidy this one up now. And Mystics very much on the back foot and not pushing as hard as they have done, but awkward there by Juice. Managed to get away with it on that occasion. And a lovely bump there from 9 Jibs as he, sorry, Steve, as he takes him out of the equation there. And yeah, this is good stuff. This is good stuff, and if Resolve can keep this going forward into the next few series, then you never know. We might see them get a few more wins under the belt, and maybe climb up the table a little bit.
I mean, that's the hope, right? I mean, there was another double commit by Mystics in the Vinfield, but Resolve just didn't have the right placement in order to capitalize on that. Juice is throwing it in the middle, so Jack is going to have to use all his boost. Not really going to move the ball too far down the field. Spillets is there to collect it, as It's Me Raza is trying to throw it across to Juice. Juice was not there to get the final say. Steve is chasing down the ball, and Mystics is all over the field here. Sir Jack was able to collect it. He's going to get the boost, yes, but he gives up the ball. Steve is on the ball again. There's a misplay, and Velios trying to squeak it into the corner, and Steve is throwing it out to the middle. Spillets is going to throw it back in the middle, and It's Me Raza throws it down to Juice, who almost got another one to make his name known. Velios is trying to throw it down the middle. Juice is going to collect it. Not the first touch he wants it. He has to get a good touch here. Not able to throw it in the middle. However, his teammate, also known as Mystics, threw it back in the middle, but there was no one there from Resolve. At this point, I guess they're going to take their game, and as they should, well deserved. A 3-1 result for Mystics. Good job, Resolve, getting that game. That is well deserved. That is a great consolation prize. Hold your head high from this game and go into the next series thinking you at least know that as a team, you are cohesive enough to win games and eventually series.
Yeah, totally agree. Couldn't have said a bit myself. I mean, they put in a much better performance there. More shots going in towards Mystics' goals. Net, whatever you want to call it, and they came away with the win. Yeah, it might come off the back of some double commits, but maybe you need to capitalise when they do happen, and on that occasion they did. So, I mean, the most important thing here, Liquid, is to say that where is it? Just there, my prediction. I've lost it. It's somewhere there. It says 3-1, and that's exactly what I predicted. So, I know what I'm talking about, apparently, judging by that. But yeah, no, good series nonetheless. It's good to see that Resolve came back into it. They didn't allow the clean sweep there by Mystics. And yeah, for a bottom of the table affair, it's pretty good to see. And yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on these two teams going forward and to see whether the new roster changes can help them going forward. But how was that one for you, Liquid? Good series.
I think it was solid Rocket League. There was just good, clean plays. Like I said, there was no star-spangled banners. I wasn't standing on my head for these big solo plays. There wasn't big team plays. I think the teams are finding their niche. They're finding their groove. I think these teams are definitely ones you can't count out. They can still battle their way back to the top. Kudos to the GM of Resolve to make the wide sweeping play. I hope Resolve sticks at it and keeps practicing. I think they've got a good chance as anyone. Mystics, obviously, 9jib, Steve, Guap, whatever your name is, he's a guy to look out for. You've got to make sure that when you're facing him in the opponent's zone, you have to put him down. You have to stop him, whether that's demos, whether that's bumps or something. Don't give him the space. There was so many times on their field where 9jibs was able to get the ball and the boost, and you just open yourself up. People were giving too much space. I felt like there wasn't enough constant pressure, whether that's because, again, they were going back to the corner boosts to get those boosts, 100 boosts, and nobody was picking up pads. 60, 70 boosts, 5 or 6 pads on the way back in rotation is going to give you plenty to challenge someone and make sure they don't have that much room.
Indeed. Wise words there from you, Liquid, and I think we'll round it out then for tonight on that note. So I hope you all enjoyed that at home. We certainly did here, and there'll be more RSC coming in at you tomorrow. I'll be back. I'm not too sure whether you're going to be joining us at some point tomorrow, Liquid.
I'm here all week. I got a session tomorrow and I got a session Friday. So this was a great week for me. So I'm excited to be on the caster. Now I don't know if I'm going to wear this hat again. We'll see. Maybe I'll wear a different hat. I've got a whole assortment over there. So we'll see what happens. But it looks like chat had a great time. Again, everyone, thank you for being here for these 3 hours. It was a great session. Obviously, a big shout out to Sauce for putting this together. And RSC, it's always fantastic to see everyone come out and play. And Xen, oh, look at that mug. What a beautiful mug. Morris guy, how does someone come to get a mug like that?
You go to the merchandise store, which I was definitely trying to find a link. It's in the Discord somewhere. There is a link to the merchandise store. So yeah, make sure you have a look at that and see what luxury items. Yeah, they're luxury items, we'll call that now. Yeah, see what you can get on there, but definitely I recommend the mug. I'll be using this every time I cast, that's for sure. And a big shout out to all the sponsors as well, of course, Sanctuary, Shaman Esports, Synthesized Designs, Dead Dinosaur, T-Mill, Panthera Esports, HyperX Gamers, Apparel, and Badass Studio. I mean, it just grows every season. It seems like there's more sponsors, so let's keep that one going. But I think we should wrap this one up then, Liquid, because I know Source is definitely probably wanting to go to bed or do whatever, I'm not too sure, so we won't prolong it any longer. So I'll say thank you from me. Any final words before we go?
No, I look forward to the next game, and I'm excited to be here again for RSC11, guys. Thank you.
See you then.
I'm the storm that meets the moon. I'm the silent when I'm more. Do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Nothing's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space.